What's up and welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 581, presented by Underdog Fantasy. It is the home of your 82 and 68 second place in the wild card Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building.
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Jake Yazzie, who might be popping in later, but I think 2K is back there right now. Shout out to 2K, man.
Shout him out.
Shout him out. Here's where I want to start. First of all, Section 10 night at Fenway Park is this week. Is Wednesday. It is the 17th. RedSox.com/Section 10 if you want to buy a ticket and get your Section 10 jersey. Are we officially announcing the House of Blues thing?
I was going to say, a lot of folks asking about that, if we can lock down what the time is.
Mikey said like 2:38 or something like that.
Mm.
We're going to 3.
I'm here at 2:38.
House of Blues, Wednesday,
3:02.
3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
3:02, I think.
3:02.
Mm-hmm.
If you get there at 3, you might have to wait in line for 2 minutes.
Yep.
3:02, House of Blues, Wednesday is the event before the event. Yeah, that'll be sick. Very excited. House of Blues has been a great host for us. They had us there last year before Section 10 night. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate those folks over there. So yeah, that's item number 1. Item number 2, section10merch.com. The new drop is out. We got the Piglet shirt. We got the Turbulent Flight shirt. We got the Roman Empire shirt, which is tough, but like also if he's going to be back for the playoffs, I wanted people to have the chance to get the shirt before the playoffs start. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, because we debated it. We were like, should we put out the Roman Empire shirt now that he's hurt? And it's like, well, if it's part of the October drop, it's going to be too late to get it for the playoffs. So,
and
if
he's the face of the franchise, like
he's here forever. Yeah. That helps.
Yeah, that's also.
If he didn't have the extension, I may have hesitated more, but he's locked in.
Yeah, he'll be here for a long time. And then, of course, we got the dad hat. We got the snapback. We got the trucker hat. 3 different Section 10 hats available at the earliest convenience for you on section10merch.com. Also, flags. I think we got the flags in stock. So Section 10 flags are now back for the first time since, I believe, 2019 that we've had Section 10 flags. So yes, section10merch.com is where you get all your Section 10 merch. We get a new drop every single month on the 10th. Do you get it? Why, Steve?
It's because it's Section 10.
It's because it's Section 10. Every month.
Yeah.
On the 10th, a new merch drop. Look at that. What is that? What is that?
Ooh.
What is that? Coley, is that a Section 10 starter jacket?
That's incredible.
Oh my God. He's been asking for that for years.
Yeah.
Did I do a great job pretending that I didn't know that you were getting that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. That's my first time seeing it. I think like live in person, but I did know that was getting cooked up in the kitchen for sure. Looks awesome though. Coley's been talking about a Section 10 starter jacket since like the early 1800s. So the fact that you were able to get the first and only, because that is what he said. He was like, I don't care if we sell them. If I have the only one, I don't care if anyone else has one. I just want one. And so that was your birthday present. From the missus.
I was going to say, you're making it kind of sound like it came from you. It didn't.
No. From the missus. No. From the missus.
No, she did a bang up job as she usually does.
Yeah. Shout her out, dude. Shout her the fuck out. Just like I want to shout out the Underdog Fantasy app. Not a big deal. Another win for me this week. Who gives a shit, right? I mean, it's just what I mean. Like, if you keep like at a certain point, it's like, we get it, dude. Every time you put out pick'ems, they win. You're the best. You're the GOAT, greatest to ever live, greatest of all time. Yada 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 yada. It's annoying for me, so I can't even imagine how much it must be for you guys. But Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. Playing the picking game is as simple as asking me what my picks are for the day and then playing those picks. That's if you do that more often than not, or literally every time, you could pretty much have like a down payment on a house by now, just by my estimation. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. That's Jared to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. All right, so here's where I'm at with the Red Sox, right?
Right.
If they had lost tonight, I think this was a mentally on, like, this was a teetering on insanity game for me. I think if the Red Sox did not win on Sunday night, I don't know that I would have had the mental capacity to do this show tonight. I don't throw around must win tonight, and I didn't even want to say it on Twitter. I've actually been really inactive on Twitter for this series because of just how mentally beaten down I have felt since the Roman Anthony injury. And I'm trying my best to lead from the front. If I panic, then I understand there will be others who panic based on my panic. So I'm trying to just hunker down and weather the storm here. So I just said nothing. But my true emotions were, if they lose tonight, I think I'm gonna fucking I think I'm gonna
you have a button for this. You have a button right next to you.
I'm gonna fucking
I'm gonna,
if they like, I'm just like fucking like, you know, if they, that's what you were gonna do if they lost, just like shit. Right.
Yeah. Right. So I didn't want to go that route, man. I really wanted to have a happy, and I get it. They lost the series. They won the season series by a lot. Okay, let's have some perspective here. Was it a good series for the Red Sox? No. Have they looked good? Have they looked like a good baseball team since Roman Anthony got hurt? Also, no.
Nope.
Also, no. I will say about the middle game, they still had what, like 10 hits on Saturday?
Oh yeah, they had 10 hits. The Yankees had 10 hits. They got to free. They just didn't have any big swings.
No, you love that term now. That's your fucking. You love.
Do I say it a lot? I honestly am not. Coley, do I say that a lot?
Yes,
it doesn't register to me as a Stevie quote like that.
So he never, until the second half of the season is when he started, like around the All-Star break is when he started to use the term big swings.
Okay.
Like he had never said big swings in his life. It's fine. It applies.
Big swings, like this is some crazy phrase to pull out.
No. It applies. It is a baseball term, but it was just never like a Steve term until the second half of this year. I just noticed these things. That's all.
I'm fine with this being a thing I use.
I didn't say I had a problem with it.
No, I was just questioning. I'm just asking if you had a problem. Okay.
No. I don't have a problem with it.
I was waiting for the big swings and they just didn't happen.
They didn't happen. No big swings in the Saturday game, which was very frustrating because you had Fried. Oh, and I feel like Steve, you'll level with me big time here. Mm-hmm. I sat in like the field box seats on Saturday, and I had a guy. So Steve is like, he'll like complain about random ballpark shit, but like this one I know you'll agree with me.
Okay.
The dude that sat behind me was he was a heckler. He was a heckler pro Red Sox, anti Yankees, but you could tell he didn't actually know how to pronounce the Yankees names. So it wasn't even, he wasn't mispronouncing them on purpose to insult them. He just genuinely didn't know that it was Fried and not Fried.
Oh, you can't have Fried. That's bad.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, Fried, go back to the minors." And like, you can hear him. He sat directly behind me. And he was with his, no one laughed. He was saying the most like generic ballpark chirp. Like it was almost like if there were a video game from the 90s that had generic.
You're not good, Fried. What don't you get?
If you had someone come in and record generic ballpark chirps, this was the guy. Like Bednar, he was saying, "Hey, Betta, you're not good, Betta. You're not any good. Why don't you get better, Betta?" Like if I was Bednar on the mound
for Bednar, that going from Bednar to Betta is a big jump.
Yeah, like if I was on the mound, I would be like, these chirps aren't working because I don't know if he's talking about me. I don't know. Like Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, but I don't know. I'm not saying that ruined my experience, but he was so loud that like my ear was ringing for most of the game. Like he was yelling and he was just fucking right there in my ear. It really did. It brought down my, and then to not have any big swings on Saturday, Steve.
Yeah.
What a poor fan experience I had on Saturday.
I will say, if we're staying on the topic of fans chirping, I just want to give a big shout out. And this guy's a big Section 10 guy, by the way. I don't know what his name is. He DM'd us. I should have noticed what the name said. But I'm just saying he said he's a big Section 10 guy. But the dude on the Monster that was chirping David Hamilton.
That was him?
What do you mean that was him?
He's a Section 10 guy?
He's a Section 10 guy. Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know that. That's fucking hilarious.
No, he DM'd us and was like, you got to have me on the show. Like, this clip's blowing up. And I was like, I don't know if we're going that far, but hey, I appreciate
let me come on and talk about how much I hate David Hamilton.
That would have been kind of funny. Just like, keep going, brother, because that's basically what I've been saying the whole season.
What else do you got for takes?
I just want to say that moment was so perfect. That was...
Don't look his name up. Get his first name,
I'm going to find his name.
Get his first name.
For him to say this guy literally should not even be in the league, how do we have nobody better than this? To what you're saying, Jerry, you hear that stuff at the ballpark so much. Like those kind of phrases are thrown out every single inning at Fenway. And it hit me watching the game at home because I thought I was going to die on Friday that this just doesn't ever make it to the broadcast. You never get like a clear audio of a fan that's just like, what is this guy doing here? And they turned it up at the best possible time. They basically put him on like, all right, the floor is yours, brother. And he didn't know. Yeah. So that was just the most authentic moment you could have in that situation. I tip my cap to him because I've been yelling at David Hamilton all year. So that was the right guy to chirp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me find his name. We got to shout him out.
Get his first name. Shout him out, man. Shout him out.
Okay.
I can't tell you the last time that I did a Red Sox series for all 3 games, but I did all 3 for this Yankees series. And I don't know, anytime that I I'll always hit the home Fridays, but really hitting 3 in a row kind of gives you a newfound perspective. And obviously we're going to have this again on Wednesday, but a newfound perspective of like just how many people listen. Like I never know, dude. Like I don't ever look at I don't want to look at the numbers. Like sometimes like my mom will send me Steve.
Nick. His name is Nick. So
shout out Nick, dude.
Shout out to Nick. Great moment Nick, for you.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like my mom will like send me like the podcast charts when we hit number 1 and stuff. Like that's cool to me. But I never have an idea of just like how many people give a shit and like listen and enjoy the show. But when you go there for a full series, you're like, we didn't run out of people to like come up and say that they enjoy the show. Like we didn't reach the end of the line. Like there's enough people out there to where like you're always like meeting new people that you haven't met before that listen, which is really cool. We appreciate you guys. But if we want to talk about the series, the first thing I got to do is talk about Blue Moon because I went up to the Aura Club. Of course I went up all 3 nights. I went up all 3 nights and it's fantastic going up to the Aura Club because first you walk in there and on the outside bar, you see Darren. And Darren's one of my best friends in this world. And it's like, you see Darren and he's like, well, what do you want? What do you want to drink? And I'm like, are you testing me to see like if I have some sort of amnesia or some sort of like neurological disorder where I forget what I always order? But then he laughs and he puts an ice cold Blue Moon down right on that countertop. And for that, we tip our caps to Darren because he's got a lot of drink orders to remember, but he always knows that it's Blue Moon time when I walk up to the Aura Club. Born in a ballpark 30 years ago at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado, no baseball date is complete without Blue Moon Belgian White. Blue Moon's bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer drinking experience year-round. And for those occasions, when you want a lighter option, reach for Blue Moon Light at only 95 calories and 3.6 grams of carbs per 12-ounce serving. It's a refreshingly light alternative beer brewed with real tangerine peel. If you're looking for a great-tasting non-alcoholic beer, try Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic, still made with real Valencia orange peel and coriander with just 80 calories. So I probably stayed within like the 2 to 4-ish range of Blue Moons this weekend for all 3 Red Sox games. but it's man, is it hard to just pump the brakes? You know what I'm saying? Like speaking of which, I have a very interesting story. Speaking of pumping the brakes. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste, only 95 calories, brightly brewed with real tangerine peel, tastes light and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon Light. Blue Moon, made brighter. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. So,
Suck one.
Yes, suck one, please. I want to say it was Friday night. I was headed back from the game and I was on Starro Drive and the traffic was a nightmare. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, obviously it's like coming out of Fenway traffic. It's
So I go, fuck this.
I was like, what the fuck is happening? Starro Drive, everyone knows, is a nightmare after Red Sox games, but this was especially nightmarish. And I'm in the middle lane. And up ahead, I start to see everyone in the left lane starting to come into the middle lane. I'm like, oh, some asshole broke down or ran out of gas or something. Or maybe there's like a little fender bender and they're exchanging information. Nope. Car is upside down.
Oh,
Car is completely upside down. So completely flipped. And we'll get to T in a second. Car's completely flipped upside down. So I roll up to this car. I roll down the window and I'm like, do you
Can't
guys
park
need
here.
help? I'm like,
fuck you doing, bud?
you-
Obviously,
Yeah.
that's a dumb idea. I don't know what you're thinking.
I
The
definitely can't
wheels go on the ground.
park. I was like, do you guys need help or anything? And like the way that it came out.
Something about you.
So
No, we're good. We're fine down here. Yeah, this is where we want to be.
So it was two young girls sitting on the curb. I believe they were in the vehicle. And then there was like 2 or 3 dudes that were like outside the car who I think had pulled over to help them. And like in my head, I'm like, all right, like the car's upside down. They're out of the vehicle and sitting on the curb. Why am I offering? Like, what am like when I say,
Maybe
do
to
you need
flip this
help?
thing back over.
Yeah, like I was like, what exactly am I offering to do? Like it like is the help that they need to flip the car back on its wheels? Because I can't do that. Like I don't that's not something I can help with. So I don't know. Like it's like part of your brain is like I want to help, but the help has already helped, and there's nothing more I can do here. But I just want them to know that I'm concerned. But then I went home and the dude sent me a message on Instagram. He's like, hey, by the way, like I was the guy that like you stopped and like talked to, love the pod type deal. It's like, all right, yeah. But yeah, they were fine. I can't tell because like the front of the car was facing the wrong way. So I think that they were going the other way and flipped over the guardrail and then ended upside down. I don't know, but I think they were okay. So thumbs up to the crowd. Speaking of being flipped, T. Everyone's probably like, where's Tyler tonight? Where's Tyler? Oh, it was Puff's wedding. Did he go too hard at Puff's wedding? I'll give you 1,000 guesses. I will give you 1,000 guesses on what took T out of tonight's show, and you will never guess. You know what?
I'll be honest.
For
Give
the
him
listening
some time. Give him some time
for
to
the
guess right now.
listening and viewing audiences at home. I'm going to give you, I don't know, how many seconds do you think?
Give him a 30 spot.
A 30 spot?
Yeah, start the timer. Here we go.
All right.
Because I'll be
You
honest.
guys have 30 seconds to guess what took him out.
I think this is gettable. I don't like you're acting like no
I
one's ever gonna
don't-
guess this.
No.
I
There's
think this
no
is
way.
gettable.
We're talking about the specific thing he mentioned. That's what we're talking about. That took him out.
Yep.
I don't think anyone listening right now is going to get this.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's too like if you just think about who he is. Like a lot of people are gonna go, "Oh, fentanyl overdose," and no, that's not it. Like
No.
they're gonna car
Like,
accident.
Oh,
no,
it was a
surprisingly-
wedding. Like he had like too much cider.
Could
I
be.
don't think-
It could be anything with him. Too much soda. Like it could be anything.
I
That's
don't know.
why I think like someone's gonna be. It's people are gonna guess. Excess.
Better guess. Better guess. You better guess. What's the guess? What's the guess? Better guess. Uh-oh.
It's horrifying.
grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese
Specifically-
apps. Grilled cheese apps.
Too many.
Too many mini grilled cheeses. I love hypotheticals where it's like, I wonder how many times that's ever happened before. And I'm not talking about the grilled cheese apps. There's no chance the rest of the history of the universe, there's going to be a 10 countdown like that. And the end is grilled cheese.
Yeah.
That's
Jared
just not
Carabas.
happening again. Jared Carabas.
No, that might have been the first time in human history that sequence has taken place.
A countdown
but
from
here's
10 that
the
goes to grilled
exact
cheese.
text message.
Crazy.
There's
Yeah,
a-
you guys
there's
are
that-
gonna love this. Listen in.
8:36 p.m. in the Section 10 group
Which,
text.
by the way, we still haven't responded to this. This is
No, yeah.
no,
This is how
nobody.
this goes, by the way. When T says he's flipped, we just let it sit there.
yeah.
And it's always this long message, like, where do I begin, fellas? Like,
Strap in, fellas, because
Yeah.
the boy will have a tail.
it's always during the finale of the Sox series, and he's like, all right, get ready for this
Man.
shit, 'cause you're gonna love it.
It's bad. All right, here it is. 8:36 p.m. So this would have been what, like the 5th?
This is in the middle of the game. Yep.
Yeah. Boys, I'm flipped tonight. Been sick as a dog all day. No voice. Keep me in your prayers. Pretty sure I poisoned myself as well with too many grilled cheese apps. So, like, what is a grilled cheese app? Is that
Right,
just
it's
like
little
the
grilled cheeses, little minis,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Little
Yeah.
pickums.
Yeah. They do them nice now. They give you kind of like a shot glass of like a tomato soup, like a thicker tomato soup, and then like a either a ball or a tiny like triangle. Like they do them nice. So this guy was just slugging. You'd have to think upwards of 26 grilled cheeses for it to make him sick, Jerry.
Okay.
So for Coley's wedding, if you were in the wedding, which I was, there was like a little boat. It was kind of like after the wedding, you go out on this boat, and then it takes you to like the what's that called? The fucking
Venue.
what's this? Well, what's the fucking thing called? What's the party called after the wedding?
The after party?
2K. What is it?
What do you have, Bones?
Mikey?
reception.
Reception.
There you
The
go.
reception.
Reception. Correct.
Yeah, so it's taking me to the reception, and they had. Do you remember what it was? It
On
was
the
something
boat?
delicious.
They had like the chicken skewers. I remember those.
Yeah, it was something. It was something on a skewer. It was like chicken or steak or some sort. It was fucking unbelievable. And I ate like the boat had probably 4 plates, and I had 3.5 of the plates, and I just kept hammering it. But like that's normal to overeat. I think like a chicken type deal. To go crazy on a grilled cheese at a wedding, it just seems unbecoming. It seems
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, like I don't know if like if I was at a wedding, one of your guys' wedding, and you guys had someone walking around with a tray of grilled cheese apps, I'd be like, that's funny. But then I'd walk away. Like I don't know that I would
Wait. I'm just seeing this the Nips tweet that
Yeah,
he
he
did.
looks like he's dying.
He does look like he's on death's door. This is the first I'm seeing of it. And
I
it's,
saw he was in a bathrobe. No,
it's a different version of Nips. It's like
Yeah, it's
spreading.
Much sluttier. Much.
Yeah, it's kinda
Oh,
like,
wow.
I'm gonna show you.
Very
Yeah, he looks
mom
like
down
hell.
the block. Like it's brutal.
It's I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, it's a very like girl way to do the pick, I would say.
yeah,
But shouts to T. Yeah, he at least he laid the egg here. I mean, what time? This at 7:20. So he planted the seed here of like sick as a dog, but lead off triple Jaron Duran. He gave it an hour and 20. He's like, I'm gonna tell him about the grilled cheese apps, and I can't make it tonight.
Keep scrolling. Did he post any cheeses while he was at the wedding?
No, I mean he did the checking the score of the Red Sox game at Puff's wedding, and he didn't look great in that photo either. So I
shout out
think
Puff
No.
too. By the way,
it seems like it started on
congrats to Puff.
Saturday, and T was he sweats a lot.
Yeah, he does.
But
I
shout out
mean,
T.
I'm hearing this was a super spreader event and T was patient 0.
Dude, what's up with everyone being sick right now? By the way,
Well,
Not great.
Back to school?
sure. Let's go with that.
What the fuck? What kind
what's
of
the
fucking response
implication
is that?
here?
Yeah. I feel like you're trying to like imply something that's going way over my head. 9/11?
Yeah.
Am I missing an obvious thing here for why
I
people
think
are
I
sick?
think I'm missing. I think it's. I mean, I don't know what the fuck Coley's talking about. If we're being honest,
didn't
but like
say
I feel like
anything.
it's back to school. Everyone has
Mhm.
kids, and then the kids fucking go back to school. They give each other germs, and they bring them home to the fucking parents. Am I
Sure.
wrong here?
Coley?
I said sure.
Something's up,
Coley's like,
Something's
yeah,
up.
I don't know,
Something's up
fucking,
here.
it's Osama bin Laden, and
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting at, brother.
There's
but-
a famous, probably the most famous Massachusetts family that one of their people has a lot of influence when it comes
The
to the health of
Kennedys?
this country right now.
brother. Again, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so
I
I'm
know
gonna go
you
back
don't.
to what I believe
Why
it
I
to
didn't
be.
say anything.
Yeah, what I
Yeah.
believe it to be is it's back to school. Kids
Yeah,
are
we'll stick with the
going
kids.
back in
It's the
school,
kids.
bringing germs home. Yeah, there's a lot of sick kids right now. Kids are sick.
Mhm.
Kids are sick. You know what else is sick? When the Red Sox fucking win when Garrett Crochet is on the mound.
Oof,
That's
big
the
time.
shit I like. Friday night, Steve almost died before the game.
Yep. Talking to Peter Gammon's almost passed out.
What was that about?
That was really weird. Yeah. That was, I'm not going to lie. That was, I was a little scared at what was going on there. I was talking
Does he
with,
know who you are?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
It's
We
the
shook
pass out
hands.
guy.
Yeah. No, we were talking about the Cape League for a good 5 to 10 minutes.
He thought you were Mr. Potato Head or something. I don't know.
I don't think he knows who I am.
Back
But no,
in
we were
theaters, by the way, shout him out.
absolutely
Toy Story.
Toy
Oh,
Story.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
back
Woody.
in theaters.
Shout out Woody. Yeah.
Yep, 30-year anniversary.
Wood.
But
Yeah.
talking with Middlebrooks, Mikey was there. Peter Gammon's there, having a good Cape League conversation, and all of a sudden, my heart was just up, Jerry.
You brought it up, and I didn't want to forget this. I gotta shout out our guy, Mikey Emond. Because it was Friday night and the Sox lose. And like, I'm not happy that they lost, but this is why this guy is one of the MVPs of our team.
Mhm.
Is the Red Sox lost and he was furious.
Yeah.
And it was dead ass. They lost the game and I think it was like the 9th inning and like David Hamilton like grounded out or flew out and he was like, "Nice at bat, David." Like his
favorite thing is the mock, like, "Oh, good job, bud, love it."
Yeah, attaboy, nice at bat, bud. Hey,
Yeah.
good job, buddy. Attaboy, David.
I'll never forget Jeff Halfley on the BC football team. He made sure to go down near the tunnel, be, "Way to have him ready, Jeff. Way to have him ready." They lost the first game of the season. I was like, that's incredible.
So Mikey is basically the guy that sat behind me on Saturday, but with like 8,000 times the knowledge. Like he knows all the names, all the numbers. He knows that David Hamilton has not had a good season. And yeah, I mean, when at the end of the game, you would have thought, like, I'm trying to give you a perfect, like, try and picture in your head of like what his emotions were. Like you would have thought someone like kicked his dog like right in front of his house and said, "Fucking do something about it." Mikey was like, "You know what? I will do something about it." He was ready to throw down with the Yankees. Like if there was a brawl in the 9th inning, he was finding his way from the Aura Club down onto the field, throwing bows for and with the Sox. Like that's a promise.
And that, yeah, like hitting a couple of the guys he doesn't care
Yeah.
While we're on the Mikey topic, by the way,
It's so funny. It's so good.
This happened tonight. So I'll finish up the almost dying on Friday thing. But we're heading to the game. We're driving into the game. There's these two fans that are walking by in Yankees jerseys. And he goes, "Steve, we can't let him get away with this."
What does that mean?
And I go, "What?" He goes, "Roll your window down." And I'm like,
Give him a honk.
roll your window. I roll the window down. He goes, "Yankees suck." He just gives him a big, and the suck was like, it was huge. And the guy just goes, "Whatever, man." But this is why Mikey is Mikey. saying we can't let them get away with this. They literally were just wearing Yankee jerseys. He means it. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with them, though, because like that, the concept is true. Like they're too comfy at Fenway Park, Yankee fans. Way too comfy at Fenway Park now. Yeah. I don't think, obviously, it's not even close to what it is when we were growing up.
Also, I don't know, to that point, I think it was Friday night, I was sitting next to, I think the whole weekend, if I met a Yankee fan, I'm like, my first instinct is like, keep your guard up because they're about to say something that's going to hurt your feelings and you can't let them know that it hurt your feelings because it's probably going to be true. So
that'll teach them.
Well, if you don't react to the insult,
no, that is
then
true.
You don't
That's
let
like
them
the best
win.
comeback is just saying nothing.
Yeah. If someone says something to me that is true and it hurts my feelings, the last thing I'm going to do is show any emotion that lets you know that it hurt my feelings. But every Yankee fan that came up to me this weekend was super nice, complimentary. Like they listen to BID, they'll listen to Section 10, they like the content. Super nice. Like and that's not like the last few years kind of thing. That's like a this year thing. I remember what year was it? That was last year, right? When we were on the field and we were on the Yankee side and like Judge walked by and we just like got like the video of him like literally just walking by. That was last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that like when we were down there, Yankee fans were saying awful shit from like, cause they like congregated by the Yankees like dugout for BP to try and get like autographs or whatever. But yeah, Yankee fans were super nice this weekend. And I think probably what that is has to do with like, we get that we're not really that good either.
Yeah, I think there's a commonality.
We're not like a World Series we're going to make it to the playoffs. We're going to see what happens, but like, we're not like a World Series contender.
I think deep down, both fan bases would agree, by the way. I don't think a lot of them would say it publicly, but I think a lot of folks listening right now are like, Sox aren't going to the World Series, probably, but if they make the playoffs, I'm not going to be pissed about the season, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, even like, like I talked to Booney before the game tonight, and it's just very like we're just like relaxed, you know.
Yeah.
We're just like, yeah, you know, how things going? Good, busy, yeah. Like none of it's like let's fucking go.
Gotta
like,
get this
October
tonight.
right around the corner. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think when we get back there, I think all of us are just sitting here waiting for an update. It's been the waiting on Roman
game.
Anthony.
Well, it's been the waiting game for that, but it's also like we know he's not coming back this regular season. So all these games that happen from now until the end kind of feel like, all right, we'll see how it goes. But expectations aren't high for the last 12 games of the season. I don't think people are thinking they're going to go 10-2.
Being around the whole ball yard for the entire weekend, you talk to a lot of people, Steve. You know, you meet new people, you talk to some people.
A lot of yapping.
Yeah, there was one person who I talked to asking about Roman Anthony, right? And I'm not saying it was like the worst news in the world, but it didn't make me feel great.
No.
like you know, like he's not coming back like next week or anything. Like it was more just like, hey, how's he feeling? And it was like, how's
he feeling? Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it,
what do you think about the week after, or maybe the week after that? Maybe.
You know who I was talking to was William Middlebrooks. And he said that
had a great year.
You thought I was blowing him too much. Yeah. No. I like when
I was
you
just
blow.
being nice, and you were like, "Geez, get the balls, man." I was like, "Come on, man."
No. You were complimenting Will Middlebrooks, and I said, "Really, Steve? Down to the balls?" And but
I love when you go, no, like it isn't exactly what I just said. No. The way I said it was down to the balls, Steve. Yeah,
Jared Carabras.
The way that like you weren't wrong.
Yeah. I thought him and Will have been great. I think that's what I said. And you were like, geez, Steve, you're blowing him.
No. I said, really, Steve, all the way down to the balls. But I was talking to Will today. Mm-hmm. And I think he was telling me a story about he was in single A maybe. And he had the same injury as Roman. and it took him 8 weeks. So like the whole, like he's 21 years old, he's young, he'll recover faster than on the 6 to 8 week spectrum. And it's like, well, Will, I'm assuming when he was in single A was probably what, like fucking 21, same age, so around there. Yeah. And it took him the 8 weeks. So like I've come off of maybe it's what is it 4? It's 4 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it was
8.
4 to. Yeah, they did say 4 to 6. Right. I
mean,
let's
was
be
like best case.
Yeah, that was if everything goes great. The two tough things with the Roman thing: A, what Jerry just said. B, Cora asked about it, and he's almost just kind of like joking around. He's like, well, he's not really running, so, that would be the first step if we get him on a treadmill, and then hopefully we can have something happen after that. What I will say, and I think a lot of people listening would probably agree, and this might sound a little bit too dramatic, assume he's not going to be back this season or in the playoffs. And then if he is, that's like a great gift. If they're still playing and he comes back, then maybe this team could go on a deep run in October. But for now, I think it's just healthier to assume he's not going to play again for the Sox this year. And then if he does, it's a glorious thing. Jared?
What the fuck was I going to say?
Mm-hmm.
You had your pinky up, so you had something,
It was right after the treadmill thing, I think.
Yeah, the running. That he hasn't done anything yet, basically.
No. He was standing in the dugout tonight. I saw that.
I know. I think I read too much
into
the fact that he was in the North End. I'm like, yeah, he looks good. Looks like he can play tomorrow. Jared?
I forget what I was going to say. That pissing me off.
Well, Jared thinks Casas had a rib injury last year. He really has yet to return. Campbell had a rib injury at the beginning of May, and he's played through it, but his power is not what it was. So that's where it's just like you see the varying levels of these kind of injuries. And yeah, I don't see any reason for this team for him to come back really at all.
And even if he does, I feel like there's always an assumption from at least a part of the fan base that, all right, when we get Roman back, then we can go. It's like you're not getting the Roman back that you just watched. Like, if he actually comes back, you're not going to get that version. He's not just going to be immediately 100% feeling great. And mentally, every time you're swinging, you're going to think you're just going to mess it up worse or like re-aggravate what you just had. So it blows. I mean, I think we super accurately described it on the 10 when it happened. It was like, yep, this is pretty brutal, and the number one guy they couldn't afford to lose. And that's exactly how it's played out since the injury. What's the record since? Like 4-7, something like that?
4-6.
4-6. All right,
4-6. Yeah.
But still not great.
No,
what the fuck was I going to say, Steve?
You were going to say something. I said Cora mentioned that. Yeah, there you go.
There it is. The Cora quote after Saturday's, or it was either Friday or Saturday's loss, was very sobering.
When he said we're not making the playoffs?
Yeah, the second that Cora was like, I think we need to stop talking about October until we like actually know we're going. That was very sobering is the word I will use, because and then I don't know why people are coming after Steve. I've been just as like put it in the books, like there will be playoffs.
I'm getting
this
chirped
year.
a lot for that.
Yeah, people are like, Steve fucking guaranteed like the playoffs. Like, no, I think like when your team has like a 97% chance of making the playoffs, I think it's okay to start at least looking towards the playoffs and like what the series matchup would be and where it would be and yada yada. I don't think Steve didn't guarantee a playoff spot.
I didn't put an SPG on it. No chance.
No. And I think we were all kind of just like, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. But the fucking Texas Rangers, man, like they lose Corey Seager. They lose Nathan Eovaldi. Is Simeon hurt too?
Simeon's hurt. Yeah. Isn't Garcia
hurt? Their whole
hurt?
middle infield is hurt. And they just fucking win and win and win. They lost today thanks to Pete Alonso. Thank you.
And the Guardians are 9-1 in their last 10.
Jesus, man. Yeah. So like I will sit here and tell you that kind of like whatever Alex Cora says, and maybe call me a fucking Cora ball washer if you want.
All the way down to the balls. Yep.
All the way down to the balls. But if he says something, I pay attention, man. Like if he says pump the brakes, I'm pumping the fucking brakes. And if he's getting excited, then I get excited. Like I just trust him. I trust him with every fiber of my being. Coley?
Steve, how'd you die?
Yeah, so basically it was heart palpitations, felt like I was going to pass out, was getting lightheaded. And I was like, Peter, we wrapped up the conversation about the Cape League and Andrew Miller and some of our favorite players we've seen and left the park. Yeah, left and then came home and then felt fine when I got home. So I think it was just kind of a combination of everything at once. Mikey and Jared were right, though. I didn't eat or drink anything all day. So I think that kind of factored into it. Yeah,
I told you that.
I know. No, you mentioned it immediately. You had it, but
you had it.
You had it. You got it, brother. I was curious what you guys think of this, because bringing up the core quote is a great place to kind of start with whatever October conversation we want to have. I wonder if that was also a message just as much to the fan base as it was to the roster, because I know AC. No, I know I get that part of it, but like I just think everything he says in the press conference is so intentional. Like he doesn't throw anything out there just by accident. And I know AC sees everything and probably sees, a good chunk of the fan base just assuming that they're going to make the playoffs already. And I'm sure, the main point of that was, guys, nothing's guaranteed here. Whatever the percentage is, the playoff percentage at this point, that is not a guarantee that you're going to make the postseason. And to Cora's credit, and I want to know what you guys think of heading into this finale, if they lost the finale, I would have started feeling a lot different, because I think I've kind of been in this assumption of it's going to be Sox Yankees, and it depends on if it's at Fenway or Yankee Stadium. If they got swept by the Yankees and fell, what would that have been? At 2.5 games back, and the Yankees now have Orioles, Twins, White Sox, Orioles, in whatever order it is. You still got to play the Jays, got to play the Tigers. It starts getting really dicey if you go into this series with the A's and go into Section 10 night when we're just trying to have a fun night. Now all of a sudden it's like the playoffs aren't. You're fighting for your life, and you don't want that situation at all. So I think the timing of when he said it actually made a lot of sense. And the fact that they then, and he had said in the post game that, because he was asked about this, by the way, about like, how do you feel now? I know you said that yesterday, but you guys won the finale. Like, did you tell the guys anything before the finale? And he's like, no, we just watched football in the clubhouse and celebrated Trevor Story's 10 years of big league experience, getting whatever the hell you get for that. I think it's the gold card and some fun stuff. But I just, big picture wise, I think that was the right time to say it. And I think there's probably, he would think, some guys on the team that assume the playoffs were guaranteed, and he needed them to know that it was anything but that.
I think I do agree that we were on the brink of mass panic.
Lost Tonight. This is one of my least favorite shows we've ever done.
Yeah, I agree. And I was saying as much before the game today to many individuals. I was kind of doing some like off the record, just picking brains. Like, where are we at? How do you feel? What do you think? How is this going to play out? And I think that there was a lot of honesty. There was a lot of like, for me, I just kind of kept my mouth shut the first 2 games. Like I wasn't talking shit really leading into it. And after the first 2 losses, I wasn't kind of, what's that called? Like
reeling,
word vomiting, just, I guess
you kind of just stood on the side and you're like, you know what? I'm going to let whatever the fuck this is happen.
Kept my mouth shut and just wanted the series to play out, and then we can kind of take it from there.
Yeah.
Because I think that Saturday game, I did tweet a thought and I meant it. I don't know where you guys are and how you feel about it, but I was like, out of all the teams that finished with a winning record that we've seen since starting to do this show and everything else, that might have been one of the worst lineups that I've ever seen.
Oof.
And I'm not trying to like disrespect the player, because like, you can go down the lineup and be like, yeah, I like him. It's, you're a fine player. It's just like, there were no boppers. There was just like a lot of 7, 8, 9. It was kind of like 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Like that was the whole lineup. And
that's how he wrote it in too. That's how he wrote the lineup in. This is just 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Like I get it. It's a lefty. So like a lot of people, like sitting in the seats down there, it's like, well, where's Duran? Why isn't Duran fucking core? Not putting in Duran. It's like, well, there's a lefty pitching. And normally, did you have that tweet, Steve, about the last time that they went all righties in a lineup? It was like 1958.
Yeah, it was 1957.
57.
Yeah,
Way
no,
off.
1,607 days ago. It was April 20th, 2021. Yeah, they had Kike, Arroyo, JD, Bogey, Vasquez. Marwin Gonzalez was in that lineup. Hunter Renfroe, Bobby Dahlbeck was hitting
Bobby
eighth.
Dahlbeck.
And Weckdog was hitting ninth. So yeah, all righties.
Bobby Dahlbeck.
It was noticeable looking at when you're seeing when the lineup comes out. I'm like, when the fuck was the last time this happened? Because obviously just Devers and Duran alone would make it a while.
Yeah.
And Doogie, bro.
Doogie.
Still a lot of Verdugo jerseys, or a good handful at Fenway. I think a lot of it's because he had a cool number. I
haven't seen one. Yeah, not one.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen one.
Never seen it.
This year?
Absolutely, yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Today undid nothing for me for those first two games. That's how bad they were. Like Crochet can't pitch every game.
Yeah.
So like that, I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to go out and compete. That's what he does. He's a stopper. He stops it every time there's a problem. You can't.
They still had to score runs though.
Yeah, and that was like shocking because I don't think that's repeatable. There's
Well, yeah,
nothing they've really shown that they can string together runs like that. Every game, the first two games of this series, when they fell behind, it felt over immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Jerry?
Okay, so I'm going to try and be a little bit of a positive Paul here. And they just needed one big hit on Saturday and they win the series. They needed one big swing. They needed one big swing on Saturday and they win the series.
Friday too, but they don't get those. Like
Friday just felt cucky. Friday felt cucky to me. It did. Like Friday never, like you were getting no hit for
sure
7-something innings.
That just didn't
Friday
even feel
felt
like
cucky.
a game. Regardless of the score, it didn't even feel close.
You let them
really.
off the hook several times. Like they would lose.
Oh yeah, he walked 9 guys.
That's what I mean. They let him off the hook both games. And they kind of did that against the Diamondbacks. They've done that throughout when Roman was healthy, they were doing that. That was the issue when Roman was healthy. It was like, man, after him and Bregman at that point wasn't scuffling. Better last two games or this series. But yeah, the offense hasn't been good since they traded away their best player. Like that, it is what it is. Like
That's not true.
This is a strict. Yeah, they're what 19th. I know T's not here, but what, like 19th and OPS or whatever the fuck. Like
I mean, I'm sure they
had overall, but
stretches. Yeah,
yeah, they definitely had some really hot stretches.
Yeah, like
that's great.
It's not
I'm talking about the overall though. Like it has not.
I don't think
consistently good offense.
Yeah, overall,
that's a different. Yeah, that's a different argument. Like they've definitely had good stretches without Rafi being here, and a lot of it has to do with Roman. But now you don't have Rafi or Roman, so yeah, they haven't done dick. They're averaging fewer than 4 runs per game without Roman.
Yeah, it's not a playoff team. Like if this is how they're going to continue to go on the non-Crochet games, I have zero interest in watching that version of the Red Sox play in the playoffs. That is like that not enjoyable in the slightest. You know they have no shot.
Zero. The shot's slim. I wouldn't say zero, but it's none.
In 21, in 21, they added Schwarber. And I understand they had first place. We referenced it a million times this year. They had first place going into the All-Star break, quickly lost it. They stumbled. But there was something that September where it was like, Schwarber's here. That makes this interesting. And Xander's here. He's done it before. Julio's here. He's done it before. There were pieces that you could point to and be like, I could see a world where we're definitely going to beat the Yankees. It's at Fenway, whatever. And then the Rays series was more of a toss-up than people gave it credit. I see no world where that's repeatable from this team.
So I see what you're saying. I don't completely disagree. If Roman were here, and I guess what I'm doing is he's not, but I'm leaving the door open for he can go. Wild card game 1, he can go. If that's the case, and Breggy gets hot again, and Duran, whatever he's contributing, hit the home run on Saturday.
Triple today was
Story,
bigger.
Yeah, triple today, like Story in there. Like, I feel good about the three horses that you have being able to do what they do, the back end of the bullpen with Whitlock and Chapman, and then whatever offense. Like, I don't expect
catching Chapman.
Better not be Sanchez.
Yeah. It really depends who's catching Chapman. He's a completely different pitcher when that asshole is. He shouldn't be on the team. Get rid of that guy. What are we doing? What the fuck? What are we waiting for? Do they think there's another 160 games coming? Why the fuck is the roster like this? The fuck are they doing?
What did Cora say? It gives them more flexibility.
They have
He said
flexibility.
they're better. He said they won games because of that. They've lost more. Like, get them out of here.
Yeah.
Whatever the balance is, it's not great. The win the games. I mean, look at how the ninth inning's gone when he's in there. You got to obviously give Chapman some blame, but it's not. At this point, it's like back-to-back outings like that. I don't think it's a mega coincidence.
And the only two outings he's been bad really all year. Like, that's where it's just like, get this guy the fuck out of here. And it's like, yeah, Williard might come back. That's been bizarre.
That whole thing has been rough.
I think Williard's going to be back in the A series, no?
Yeah. That's what they said.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
we're in a tough spot, Jerry. We're in a tough spot. This is it's tricky because I think 99% chance the Red Sox make the playoffs. I think it's like a 1 in 100 that they don't. I genuinely, that's where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at. And a lot of that is based on looking at, like, we look at the standings every single day. You would really need, I know the Rangers have done what they've done, but they still have to do that for another 2 weeks. And the Red Sox really have to collapse here.
What's our magic number?
I don't know what it is. That's going to start popping up within the next couple of days.
They even, most wild card?
Most of these sites don't have the elimination number, which is crazy.
T said it last show. Either he said it or the broadcast said it. And it was almost the amount of games they had left. That to me is not like a locked in the playoff team.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I just still think if they make the playoffs, which I give a massively high probability of, you can call me crazy for that, it is just going to come down.
Crazy.
It's going to come down to the top three dudes in the rotation and the bullpen, which is a weird feeling for us. Like, I can't remember the last time that's been the case, where we're like, we need the top three starters in our rotation to carry this team, and we need the bullpen to carry this team. We're not used to that. So it's understandable that it's looking at the lineup and being pissed off and being let down that these guys aren't having the big swings. But the playoffs are just a different animal, where if you can get these guys going 7 innings, giving up 1 or 2 runs, I feel like they have a chance. And you can have Breggy hit a homer off the foul pole. You can have Abreu go deep and then do nothing in his other at-bats, and that's good enough. Like, I just... Do I think it's probable they go on a run? Definitely not. I would honestly
it's not even a run.
You're just saying win any series? Is that where you're at?
Any non-Crochet game, I'm not sure how, in the playoffs, I'm not, and even like everyone you just listed and then Crochet, they have 0 combined playoff experience for the Boston Red Sox. Obviously, Alex Bregman has played in every high leverage situation, every hostile crowd you can think of. He also was surrounded by not all Hall of Famers on those Astros teams. He's not surrounded by that right now. And he himself, good series, has been bad at the worst possible time.
It's been a rough month. It's been a rough month.
Yeah, like it's been a while. And that's where it's just like, I see no path. And there would be a part of me, because of how pompous and preposterous so much of the fan base has acted towards Rafael Devers, a part of me wouldn't be super upset if the Giants made the playoffs and the Red Sox missed the playoffs as they sit 1.5 back. Because like I said, they can make the playoffs based off what we know about Roman, what Jerry just said. Like, he's not going to be a factor for that first series. Even Cora was like, see at the ALCS. He said that
and
2 weeks ago.
That's the thing that's eye opening. He was saying that when we were like, whoa, why is he saying that? Now that seems like that would be a gift. Honestly, if it was the ALCS and he was close to 100% at that point. I get that.
I don't know, man.
How do they get there?
I think injuries like that can take a turn quickly. Like, I think if it's a true grade 2 strain, I think you're going to be sore as fuck for the first half of it. But then once you turn that corner and you start to feel better, I guess like the healing process on the back end, like that could go quick. But like that first half might be really painful. And I think we're still in the first half.
I'm still sticking with the way I'm looking at the rest of this season. And obviously, you got to get in. Understandable. You got to make the playoffs. Make sure you check that box first. I think Cora mentioning that was the right time to mention it. I think the build of this team is one that could have big swings at the right time with really big starts from the top of the rotation. And that's how you win playoff games. So I wouldn't be so when you're saying there's no path, Coley, I think that's the path. I think it's the big three dudes in the. Yeah, they could get
the
to the
American
ALCS.
League stinks. And Skubal got pulled with an injury.
But he's making his next start, right?
Yeah, they said he was fine.
But then if we're going to go off of teams only having one dog that they can rely on, he's one for the Tigers. It's like, who else are you worried about in that rotation? Yeah, I think the Red Sox could beat anybody in the American League. It's unlikely they'll beat 3 straight teams in the American League.
I think we're clouding our judgment based off of what it was when Roman was here. Like, we haven't seen anything. Like, the Diamondbacks are not a good. The Diamondbacks.
I'm saying these are low scoring games. I'm just saying your path is low scoring games. That's your path. Like, it's not a slugfest. They're not winning in a slugfest against anybody.
No, I just don't know, like, where. I don't know. I just don't see how they're going to call it. Like, the at-bats have been so uncompetitive. And even like you're saying, if every team in the world knows one of those 3 guys are the ones that have to beat you, why would they pitch to them? Ever.
For who?
In the playoffs. Anyone at the top of the order. Like, if they're like, oh, we're worried about Bregman, we're just not going to give him anything. It's the playoffs. Like, of course you're just going to put that guy on all the time.
Yeah, I just don't. Even tonight's a good example, the series finale. And down there with Mikey, and we got the best footage we could in the first inning, which is great because that's before the fans show up to the front row seats. And it was just one dude after the other. Now, understandable that this hasn't happened in quite some time. But I'm only bringing that up to say, when these dudes came up and we're rolling on him, I'm like, yeah, he could go deep here. Yeah, that guy could also go deep here. Is it like highly probable? Maybe not. But I'm looking at Ref Snyder in a playoff situation. He could hit a bomb. Looking at Lo Vaughn in a playoff situation. He could absolutely go deep. Even Carlos Narvaez hitting that homer to center field. It's like, yeah, he could hit a big 3-run homer and be like, let's fucking go around in the bases. All of a sudden it's 3-1 and you give the ball back to Crochet.
Agree.
So I just think, and say done, even though I think he had one of the worst at-bats of the entire season this year, and I get where you stand on Cedon, Coley, and that it's the 9-hitter and you shouldn't rely that much on him. I just think in that full count on Saturday, and it's first and second, and the crowd's going nuts. I'm like, he is going to swing at fucking anything here. And he did it twice and struck out and slams his bat and all that. And I get it. He's going through it, and I feel bad for that. But
he's been going through it.
He's been for a while. But I'm saying he could absolutely, and it would surprise nobody to have a huge hit in the playoffs. So if that's what it comes down to, and you need, again, you're relying a ton on Bayo, Giolito, and obviously Crochet. Some would argue you're relying way too much on those 3 guys. But if they're giving you really good starts and you're piecing it together in a hypothetical game 4, I don't feel terrible. But again, Coley, and this is maybe a weak way of looking at it, and I think a lot of people might agree with this, getting to the playoffs, I'd just be happy if they get to the playoffs. Considering how this season has gone, this has been the biggest roller coaster ever. If they just get to the playoffs and we see what happens, I am not going to be upset for a second of the offseason. I won't. It's just... Obviously, it's on the table that they could miss, but if they make the playoffs, I'm not upset. I'm really not.
It would make me, like, to me, right now, they remind me of the first year of the Isaiah Thomas Celtics, excuse me, where they were bad when they acquired him. They made that move for the next year. He was just so good. They got the 8 seed, ruined their draft chances, and got their fucking doors blown off by the Cavs. And everyone was like, oh, it's good. They got playoff experience. No, they didn't. They absolutely did not get any experience losing by 50 every game. And I'm already starting to see and I'm not saying you just said this, but I'm starting to see a lot of people, oh, it's good for them to make the playoffs to get experience. What in the fuck are people talking about? No, it is not. That is, if that's the only reason to get in, no, and completely incorrect. And I think you're a dumb person if that is your logic. That was how I viewed the people who are like, oh, the experience will mean absolutely nothing, especially when the people who could benefit from it won't play. They'll just sit there. Ask Duran what experience he got in 21. He'll tell you none. He just sat there and watched. Like that's,
but you can't say that for the whole roster though, players. Right? Like that's going to matter for dogs that are going to be there next year, right? Like why would that not matter?
2 straight games, you absolutely get 0 experience.
Oh, what? Oh, you're saying if you just get bounced immediately in the wild card series? Yeah,
correct. Yeah,
no, I get
which is my current expectations for this team. Like if Crochet could lose 1-0. and like
Oh,
pitch
of
a
course.
gem. Like that's
I would say
super on
if
the table.
Vegas were to tell you right now what the most probable thing is that they lose in the wild card series. I think that's probably what the highest odds would be for the Red Sox right now. I don't disagree with that at all.
That's what experience to me. Obviously, if they make a run and make the ALCS, that's super valuable. Even if Roman doesn't come back, obviously super valuable. I'm looking at this team right now saying I have no idea how they win a playoff game because of the offense, not because of the pitching, because of the offense.
It's a valuable question to then say to Orioles fans or Blue Jays fans too. It's like, how much do you think these guys have learned from just getting bounced in 2 games year after year? Like that's
right.
You're really not taking much from that. And even if the Jays win the division, I don't think a bunch of people out here are going to be like, oh, they're definitely going to go on a run. Like you still have to see them do it in the playoffs.
Right.
I don't disagree with that. I think I'm more of the belief that make the playoffs and that's going to matter. That will, big picture wise, you want to end that playoff drought. But it's more that you're buying a lottery ticket. It's not that I'm going to say it's great experience to lose in 2 games. It's more like you have a chance. You're in the dance. And with the guys you have in this rotation, unlike past Red Sox teams these last couple of years, they could win some games for you.
I would feel better about them if it was a 1-game wild card, like when we played the Yankees.
Absolutely.
Like,
if you just had Crochet and that can get you to the DS, absolutely.
Right, because if then it's Bayo versus someone's G1 and that, I could see that happening. But having to win 2, likely on the road, I'm just not seeing that math.
It's getting dicey too. I mean, at this point, I keep thinking it's just going to be Sox at Yankees, and I've felt that for the last week or so. But Houston's making this interesting. Obviously, the Texas teams are just making this interesting because the Mariners have a damn good chance of winning the West. And if the Sox are the 6th seed, then they'd go to Seattle for a wild card series. At this, if it was, if it goes the way it's going right now, and you would add Houston at New York.
The Mariners have won 9 fucking straight.
They got to calm down. They've had a crazy second half. They were great, awful, and great. That's been their second half.
Like we're not that far removed from Mariners fans being like, we are not making the fucking playoffs, brother. Now they're going to win the division.
It's honestly the best way to do 162. Start off incredibly, just like coast during the summer, and then ramp up. I think that's the only way to like really contend.
Sox have done the opposite.
It seems like every year. Every year, it's like one Sox horrible start.
Crap, great crap. That's been the 2025 Boston Red Sox.
I mean, that was the 2011 Sox. I hate to invoke their name here. But,
Oof.
Well, that's what, to Steve's point when he's saying like it's 99% they make the playoffs. This would undoubtedly be a collapse. And I would judge the healthy players super harshly. Really just the lineup, because the starters have been fine. Like, were they perfect? Giolito wasn't perfect. He pitched a winnable game on Friday. Bayo was not sharp. Like, that's comfortably the worst start he's had against the Yankees.
He looked awful.
Yeah, and he gutted it through 5. Was kind of fine after the early shit, but not what we needed by any stretch. So yeah, I would judge them harshly, but it wouldn't feel like 2011. It wouldn't be that level of collapse. Jerry?
No. Someone actually asked about that today. Like, oh, would this be on par with like 11 if they didn't get in? It's like, first of all, the 2011 team, they started off horrendously, and then they were the best team in baseball for 4 months.
By a wide margin, yeah.
And then they had a shit September and collapsed and didn't make it. This Red Sox team has just been fighting their dicks off all year just to, if it wasn't for that 10-game winning streak, like that 10-game winning streak going into the break is the only reason why we're sitting here talking about the playoffs at all. Because before that, they were just 500, 3 games under, 500, 2 games over, 500, 4 games under, 500, 3 games over, 500. That was it. And that's been the last 3 years of this team, really. They got to fucking whatever it was, 10 games over, 15 games over, I think was the high water mark. And they've just been, comfortably over 500 ever since that 10-game winning streak. If that winning streak doesn't happen, we are probably sitting here talking about a whatever it is, 4th straight year, 5th straight year, 5th straight year without the playoffs. 5th straight year.
So it would be the 5th. Yep.
But yeah,
it'd be the 4th. It'd be the 4th. Yeah, it feels
4th
like
straight year, 5th straight year without the playoffs. So I don't know. I as much as like you guys are running through all the different scenarios, and I'm like, yeah, I could see that happening. I could see them going on the road and losing. I could see them maybe getting hot at the end here and hosting, and like who knows how that goes. And what I don't know. I've sat through so many Red Sox seasons where things happened that I didn't think, like, all of us here on this show and most of the people listening at home and watching on YouTube right now, we all watch a fuck ton of Red Sox baseball. And we all have our gut feelings and what we feel in our hearts and our educated guesses. Like, I watch this team so much. I know them inside and out. And I think that this is going to happen based on all the baseball that I've watched. And I have felt that way so many times. And then something completely different has happened. Like, I don't know what else
Especially
you
that
need to
last
do.
2 weeks. There's something about the last 2 weeks of the season.
The last month.
It gets
you know what I mean?
F-word.
Like, I don't know.
I didn't say it.
I don't know what more we could do in terms of like getting to the level of Red Sox expert, right? Like, we watch every second. We talk to people on the team behind the scenes. Like, I don't think that there's more information that we're doing like fucking numbers research for these shows. I don't know what more we could do to consume as much as we can consume of this team. So when I sit there every single year and I have a certain feeling about how things are going to end up based on my educated guess, fuck your educated guess, because baseball is like the most unpredictable sport. And like
Very
shit
stupid.
just fucking happens that does not make sense. So if you told me, like if we're doing the show on September 29th,
30th.
I think would be the
Game 1.
30th.
Yep.
30th is the game 1.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's an off day in between. So say we're doing a show for the 29th
Boom.
at the end of the season.
Yep.
If you had told me like, yeah, they fucking hauled off another 10 straight and then they ended up, at the top.
I'd be very
wildcard.
surprised. I'd be very if they won 10
I would,
straight.
I would be surprised without Roman, but like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
shit.
I'd be a little
happens.
Angry?
Inexplicable
I'm not expecting
things.
a team that wins 10 straight going into the playoffs to keep winning. Like, I need a loss or two.
Oh,
in
yeah.
there. Hey,
Yeah,
give me
getting
8.
them out
I'd
of the way
prefer 8-2 over 10 straight.
I don't know. The Rockies held it up.
And then what happened?
Then they sat around for 13 days to play in the World Series against the Red Sox.
Yeah, they got cold.
So I did kind of ask around on this.
On the Rockies. On the 07 Rocks.
Kind of. I did
Before the
talk
finale,
about,
I was talking to everyone in the field about the 07 Rocks. We were getting.
I
a lot of
did
info.
talk about, I'm not even joking. I did talk about the 07 Rockies when I brought up this question, but asking some people, would you rather, win the division and have the rest, or would you rather get shot out of a cannon, win the wild card and then go? And there were some interesting answers. And, people were like, like if you're, the whole point of winning the division is so you get a little bit of rest. But say you're at 65%, what is 2 days of rest really going to do for you? Like what percentage are you going to get to if you're at 65 and then you have a couple days off? Wouldn't you rather stay in the rhythm of seeing live pitching and being out there playing every day? So yeah, there were some differing opinions, but some people were like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather just keep playing. Let's keep playing. Then other guys would prefer the rest. But I just thought that it was interesting that not everyone preferred the rest, right? Would you be surprised to know that?
That not everybody wanted the time
The
off.
rest.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. No, I think a lot of people would want to just let's keep this rolling type deal.
Mm-hmm.
You also
go right
talked
into
to
the
zero
offseason.
people who were about to have that as an option.
Well, I mean, if this was on Friday at the time, it would not crazy impossible. No, like you still.
No, but I've counted the division out for a couple weeks now.
On Friday, they were 3 games out, and
I
they
know.
still had another. Like they were playing the Yankees, which felt like an automatic sweep, and then they still had a 3-game series left with Toronto. Like at the time of me asking the question on Friday, I don't think the division was thrown out.
No, more mathematically than the eye test. I think the way you just described the amount of time we spent with this team and watching this team and consuming and prepping and talking and all season long has told me, nah, that division ain't happening. And that's fine because the numbers have looked a lot more appealing than the eye test for catching the Jays. They're going to win the division. And I think that's best case scenario. I think they're going to your point with the time off, have that time off and then lose in the DS. That would be my prediction.
That's a shitty prediction.
You talk about what's shitty about that? The Jays? You want the Jays to make a run?
I thought you said that they would lose in the DS.
That's what I said.
The Jays.
Yeah, the Jays.
Oh, I thought you meant the
I'm
Sox.
saying I think they're going to get the week and lose in the DS, the Jays.
Oh.
The Sox are not winning the division, Jared.
I've seen too many Braves fans and players and managers complain about the playoff structure for me to give any credence to that when the Dodgers seemed to have no problem at all last year.
Yeah. There's
Like, if
no
you're
rhyme or reason. I mean, to predict what's actually going to happen. I mean, it's 50-50 if you have a
I think it's
buy-in.
buy-in. I think it's team mentality. Like, no matter which hand you're dealt. Like, I think the teams that are serious prevail in October more often than not.
What would we say right now between the three of us?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the matchup is, or do you think there's not a matchup? Is there any part of you? I know Coley mentioned it. Let's just say if you were to guess right now, what's it going to be? Red Sox playoff matchup. What is it?
Yankees, Tigers, Houston, World Series.
What?
So you think the Red Sox
that's
all
their
those
path.
games
That's their path.
and win the World Series?
Okay.
Why is that crazy?
Yeah.
Coley?
I don't see how they hold on to the 2 wild card. So they'd be the 3 playing whichever AL West representative is sitting there.
It kind of feels like they're going. I'm so on the fence, man. I'm going to stick with the initial prediction. I hate when people say that, like, well, my preseason was this, so I'm going to stick with it. That doesn't factor in anything you just watched. But my gut keeps telling me they're going to go to Yankee Stadium. And then it's whatever happens, happens. Good for content.
I guess, man. I just wish we had Roman for it. That's all.
I do want to live in a world where we would have seen what that looked like. If he was just on the team for this run, the way we're talking right now would be so much different. Like, our day-to-day would be, I'd enjoy lunch more if I knew that. It changes everything.
If Steve were going to fight someone in a cage, and it's like...
They're both in the cage, or just the guy Steve's fighting is in a cage?
Steve is fighting someone inside of a cage. They're both in the cage.
Okay. All right.
So they're getting in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's someone that is smaller than him.
Mm-hmm.
But like Steve broke his arm. His dominant hand.
Oh, my arm's broken? I thought you were saying
Your arm's broken. And it's like, but they're still going to fight.
Sure.
It's like, well, I really wish I would have seen what the fight would have looked like.
Without the broken arm.
Right? Because it's like, oh, this feels like a huge disadvantage. And I think I would have.
The Sox are going to New York with a broken arm, you're saying, in that scenario?
Like and you can't use the cast either. So you're in a sling. So you can't even move it.
So you're like punching with your off fist.
You're punching with your non-dominant fist, and you only have one. So you can't defend yourself, and you can't really throw a punch with your dominant hand.
And you got to knock it down 2 out of 3 times. That is tough.
Yeah. So it's like, this feels very not fair, but...
But like, I also know Steve broke his own arm doing something stupid.
I don't think that applies to this situation. Roman
Sure
swung a bat. He wasn't going.
I'm not talking about Roman. I'm talking about the
skydiving.
Red Sox. I'm talking about the Red Sox did something very stupid.
Which was what?
Devers?
They traded Rafael Devers and then announced to the world we're big buyers at the deadline.
I'll never get why Breslow kept saying that. He said it like 10 times.
He kept saying it. He would say it every week. It doesn't. We got swept by the Angels. Now we're buying. Trust me, write it down in ink, Sharpie.
Yeah.
That to me is the inexcusable part. You want to trade Devers for whatever reason, go ahead. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You can't say we're going to be huge buyers and then actively make the team worse, but with the trades you made, Jared.
When the Red Sox traded Manny Ramirez, they got Jason Bay back. like a guy that was bopping 40 plus homers in his first full season for the Sox the next year. Did a bat like that, did a bat comparable to Devers even move at the deadline?
Well, it was Suarez was the best bat.
And
And
he's been
Naylor.
cheeks. Naylor, I would not put in the same conversation as Devers.
No, I wouldn't put Suarez there either, but
From a homer's perspective.
Yeah,
I
Suarez
guess.
is one of the top power guys that's ever been moved, but no one's sniffing Raffy's potential.
I haven't, I'll be completely honest with you. I have not heard Suarez's name once since.
He's hit some ding dongs, but I think he's hitting like 190 with the Mariners.
Jared, the Mariners traded him away because he didn't fit what their park does.
Mm-hmm.
It was never going to work. Now, road games in the playoffs may well work, but it was obviously a bad move when they had already done the good move. Naylor, I mean, it's not even that. It's like they didn't try. Who were the bats they were connected to?
He's hitting 176
Wow.
with a
Yeah, bad.
653 OPS. with
9
the
homers,
Mariners.
but yeah.
A 0 WAR. 0.
Yeesh.
Shocked it's that high.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's not negative. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But they didn't give up a haul for him.
They give up some interesting pitchers, but that's neither here nor there.
I guess, dude. I don't know. Anyways.
But again,
either
they
way.
went out and they did make trades, and they were not like Matt's was mostly been good. That seems to be looking more like the Steven Matz of old as of late. And
I mean,
Dustin May's
what if
not-
they traded for Suarez and he came here and did that? What if it was the same as Seattle? Then what?
I
would you still blame
wouldn't bring
Craig?
it up because I would have given him credit for an effort.
Or would you have said you should have traded for Naylor?
No, I mean, it would have been like either would have been fine. If they'd done either of them and they sucked, that's one thing. Dustin May's always sucked, but we knew
Well,
that.
they did
going
try,
in.
no? Didn't
No, they didn't.
Didn't Seattle take a lesser package for
That's what it
Suarez?
sounded like, that the Sox had a
No.
bigger package. Didn't we hear that?
Yeah.
No, it was based off of Pipeline's rankings, which don't update until after the trade deadline. So, like, those players have moved up since then. They had been very good this year. So that's where it's just like, yeah, the names we just happen to know, but we know our system better than Seattle's system.
I guess.
But it really doesn't matter who moved or didn't. That's why you don't say that. That's the specific reason why you don't parade around for months. Not
Well, we
for
said
a
that.
couple
We
times.
said that before he even,
Sure.
before the deadline passed, and we weren't satisfied with it. As it was happening in real time, we were like, why even say that? Why set the
Right.
bar high?
There's no
doesn't
point.
mean you stop bringing it up. Like it was, he failed. He did a bad job, and you're seeing it now every game.
I think we had immediately mentioned that on the show, that there's like literally no benefit to saying what you're going to do at the
No.
deadline. And
None.
anytime Dombrowski talks about it, like he gets a little more credit because he just does it. He's like, we're
Correct.
going to get this. We're going to get these players, and they're going to come in here and be
Steve?
good players.
He did it this deadline. He did it again. 'Cause he
Yeah.
also went out and he got Harrison Bader, who he is not a good player when you sign him. When you trade for him mid-season, he is Mickey Mantle all of a sudden. Like that's the kind of, and even in 18, we talk about it all the time. Dombrowski didn't go out and make these crazy trades. He got guys that were pretty fringy, but they ended up fitting. There was none of that. There was literally none of that. You got another lefty reliever and a starter pitcher who, how many would Justin May make 5 starts? 4?
Yeah, that's terrible.
He made 5, 2 good, 3 bad.
And 1 relief appearance that I don't believe was anything
Bad.
to write home about.
No, not good.
And he hit kind of his innings limit for his career before he went on the IL. Like, I don't know. I feel like it should keep getting brought up because of how disastrous it was.
When was the deadline? What was the actual date? It was
31st.
July. Yeah, the 31st. So it was an off day coming off of a couple of wins against the Twins. I know that opener in that series, massive storm, Hicksy, that was terrible. But you look at right after, and Coley, like what you're saying is true. Like there's no denying that he talked a big game, did not help the team much. If anything, just made them worse, and now they're feeling it, especially after losing Roman. but it did silence it a little bit that they were in the midst of a 7-game winning streak. So they had won 2 before the break. They then won 5 right after the break. So I think in other scenarios, if you combine that deadline with like 3 or 4 straight losses, it's like this guy's an absolute moron. So I think them getting on that stretch, they then lose, I think, 5 out of 6. It was that trip to San Diego and then Houston and come back here. And you've basically been playing 500 balls since then over the last, we'll call it last month. So I don't know. I think a lot of the attention has stayed on Roman not being here and not as much to the deadline.
For sure. But even at the time, because now I think this gets lost with how underwhelming they've been. It was the time, like, they were surging. It was the time to buy. It was the time to not just keep guys, because I think that was part of the win streak too. Duran's name had been floated a lot. And when guys, it was almost like, oh, we didn't get traded. That's sick. But we didn't actually get better. In fact, we did actually get worse. And that's literally on him to have some foresight and be like, what does this team need? It was never Dustin May.
No. And we knew that immediately when it happened. What was your path, Coley? What do you got them? What do you think is going to happen if you were to say right now?
They're the last, because even Ian was texting me earlier and he was 6 seed playing the AL West winner, because they do all kind of play each other moving forward here. So losses are going to happen to the West. So that's where it's like, I don't know if the Rangers make it in. At like 2 of those 3 will make it in. Just which 2?
Yeah. 6 seed probably feels like the most probable outcome at this point.
Yeah, it feels like Chubbies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, because the leaves are turning and the temps are dropping, and the weekend air is getting that nice autumn crisp. Just because the weather is changing doesn't mean that you have to pack away the fun. Chubbies is here to make sure your fall wardrobe hits harder than a PSL on a slow Sunday morning with soft, stretchy, fall-ready staples built for maximum comfort and minimal effort. Mark your calendars. The Chubbies Fall Collection drops on September 9th. And it's packed with cozy gear that brings the metaphorical and real heat. And later this month, they're launching the new Comfort Collection, featuring the Everywhere Jogger. It's the perfect pant for impromptu naps, weekend errands, and everything in between. We all agree fall should be cozy, not constricting, and Chubbies delivers peak softness without sacrificing an ounce of style. So go ahead, break up with the stiff pants and embrace the fun side of fall. And let's be real, no ad read is complete without a shout out to the classic line swim trunks.
Shout them out.
Shout them out. They took everything annoying about old school swimsuits, that scratchy mesh liner, and replaced it with a soft, supportive boxer brief liner that keeps you dry, comfortable, and chafe free. With quick dry fabric, 4-way stretch, and great prints that bring the heat. Whether you're jumping into the ocean, napping on a beach chair, or somehow ending up at a rooftop bar, these trunks have your back and your thighs. Whether you're layering up for tailgates, lounging through lazy Sundays, or just leaning fully into fall comfort, Chubbies has you covered. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners $10 off your order with the promo code SECTION10 at chubbiesshorts.com. That's promo code SECTION10 at chubbiesshorts.com. Support the show and show your thighs some respect with Chubbies. I feel like you're a Chubbies guy, Steve. That you're muted.
Yeah, big time. Love Chubbies.
Yeah. Do you love Mando too?
Mm-hmm. Mando's the best.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Actually, you know what? Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me about it. I'll tell you
about it. Tell me about it. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love smelling good with Mando. You know, you put on some Chubbies, and it's next thing you know, it's like, oh man, like my thighs are hanging out. Like, do my thighs smell good? Don't know. Well, now I know with Mando. Yeah, clinically proven strength to control sweat. One swipe and you're good to go. This isn't your typical deodorant. It's clinical strength, 2 times better at controlling sweat than the standard. It controls both sweat and odor for 72 hours. And after just 12 hours, underarm sweat was reduced 92%. This stuff works. It doesn't just mask odor, it prevents it. 100% study Participants experience all-day odor protection. Unlike other deodorants loaded with chemicals, Mando uses only premium ingredients like gentle mandelic acid to keep you fresh and dry. Double protection tackles both odor and sweat. Mando's new deodorant plus sweat control solid stick gives you double the protection that you need. No more worrying about sweat stains or those embarrassing pit rings, just all-day freshness and dryness. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and you can use free shipping. As a special offer to our listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive promo code. That is section 1010 at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide and free shipping. shopmando.com. Please support the show. Tell them that we sent you. Mando's got you covered with the deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and say hello to long-lasting freshness with Mando. Steve, I know you had to be jealous today. Did you see the photo I tweeted?
I did see the photo, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely somebody. I mean, we talked about this on the phone. That is somebody I would have liked to pick with, but I'm happy for you, though. I'm happy for you.
It's not often that I get to meet someone that I'm like excited to meet. I know that maybe sounds crazy. It's true.
It's very often that I got to meet people that I fucking can't stand, but this was different.
Yeah, like I don't really have a whole lot of interest outside of baseball, and even people in baseball, I don't really get like, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of like a superstar in baseball that I haven't met yet. Like I haven't met Mike Trout, but I think if I did, I'd just be like, "What's up, man?" Like I don't think I'd be like, "Oh," who is?
You met Barry yet?
I have not met Barry. I'll be very excited to meet Barry.
Like, whoa.
I'm talking about active.
There's not a lot of legends left right
like
now.
Who's like a viral sensation, like someone like if I met
Rizzler?
Ronald Acuna Jr., I'd be like, "What's up, man?" Like I don't know that I would be like, "Oh shit." Who'd you say, Cole?
The Rizzler?
No, I told you I'm out on the Rizzler. Like the second that he's a Mets fan, and the second he started wearing Yankee shit just because the Yankees invite him to the game, like you just say like, "All right, if you don't want me to wear Mets stuff, I won't because you're inviting me as a guest, but I'm not going to wear Yankee stuff." Like you don't do that. Like if the Yankees were like, "Hey, you know, we respect everything that you've done for the game of baseball. We'd like to have you out to throw the first pitch at Yankee Stadium. Will you wear a Yankee hat and a jersey to do it?" No, I won't. I'm not going to wear Red Sox. Like what? Like we can't have you wear Red Sox stuff. Will you wear Yankee stuff? No. What if I just wear like, you know, like this, a white T-shirt? Is that fine? No, we have to have you wear Yankee stuff. All right, well then I'm not coming. Thank you for the gesture. I appreciate it, but I'm not doing it. Like under no circumstances would I do that. So the Rizzler sold out. I'm out on the Rizzler. But got to meet Jey Uso before the game today. Like he was, I was just chilling in the dugout. Tim Wakefield's daughter, Brianna, she brought some donuts. Actually, there's a woman, I don't know her name. She's never told me. It's not that I forgot because I usually remember people's names. There's a woman who comes to Fenway on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays, and she brings these donuts from, I believe, Amesbury, and they're fucking delicious. So she gave them to Brianna. Brianna gave one to me, and I was just going to town on these donuts. Unbelievable. Then I look up and I'm like, that's Jey Uso. Like he's just standing. He was just at the top step of the dugout for BP before. I want to say they bring in, like if you have BP passes, it's always 3 hours before the game. So for a 7 o'clock game, they would bring you on the field at 4. And he was there before 4. And he was right there at the top step of the dugout. And I don't know, because I feel like you would know better than me, Steve. I don't know that there's a ton of WWE guys on the Red Sox. Like, there's no one on the team that talks to me about wrestling.
No. I mean, I obviously, again, like, I talk about wrestling all the fucking time. Like,
Yeah,
any chance I get to talk about wrestling, I talk about it. When I'm in the dugout or we're doing the field stuff, nobody brings it up. Nobody mentions it at all, and they don't seem to care that much.
No, but here's the crossover. So here, when I said, like, I don't really get excited to meet, like, people, I guess, in this realm, there was someone that I was also on Friday very excited to meet and shake their hand for the first time. Peyton Tolley. So I'm standing there Friday pregame, and I'm in front of the Red Sox dugout. I'm facing the dugout, like, looking down the stairs, and I just see him come out of the clubhouse, come up the stairs, and we just lock eyes, and I just started clapping, and I was just like, I fucking love you, dude. And he's like, what's up? Like, shook my hand. He was with Connolly early. Like, I said hi to him, met him. He introduced himself. I didn't realize he had like a military background. He's very like professional, military school, all that shit. But got to meet Peyton Tolley officially for the first time on Friday. But the tie-in here with Jey Uso is apparently Peyton Tolley, big WWE guy, because him and Bernardino were the only two players that I saw that went up to Jay to like be like, hey, what's up, man? Whatever. So Peyton Tolley goes up to him, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, I didn't see the first pitch. I only saw the video that you guys took of it. Did Peyton Tolley catch the first pitch?
Peyton Tolley did, yeah. It was a cool first pitch, by the way, because Jey Uso really leaned into it. He was shaking him off. He was getting everyone saying yeet, which is obviously my favorite thing in wrestling ever. Yeet.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're at your house for the wrestling,
oh my God, this guy's
streams, and even streams, watch parties, I am yeeting the entire time. So
yeah,
I thought you were joking in the call that he was going to be there. I was genuinely excited to see Jey Uso tonight.
Yeah, dude. He almost, like, I invited him up to Aura, and he said he was down because I was with Corey Graves. That was the plan. Because WWE is in Springfield tonight, Monday Night Raw. They're in Springfield. And so Corey Graves, we've had him on Baseball is Dead before. He's a broadcaster for Monday Night Raw and huge Pirates fan, loves baseball. And so, like, it's kind of how I think, like, people in WWE, if I know them, it's because they know I love wrestling, but they love baseball. And Corey Graves is a huge baseball fan. And he came in early, got him down in the field, and he was loving it. But yeah, that was a very cool experience to just be like, oh shit, Jey Uso's right there, but none of the Red Sox give a fuck. So I can talk. I had been talking to him for like a half an hour. There was no one coming up. I was like, all right. Like, if there were other players coming up, I would have been like, all right, I'll back off. But I was like, since no one else is talking to him, I'm going to talk to him. So I'm like, dude, check out. I was like, we did this live show, right? We got Section 10 live show. I was like, I came out to Roman's theme. Check this shit out. And he was like, those people are there for you? And I was like, for the podcast. I do a Red Sox podcast, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so I got in my gym, I have a picture of you. Like, there, I have a picture. I was like, so my graphic designer, Corey, he does like really cool shit. And I had him design this whole thing on the wall, and it's you and your brother and Roman, and your pictures are on the wall. And he's like, yay. I think so I'm sure he gets, like, when he does shit like that, I'm sure he gets a lot of people that are like, I know who that is. I want a picture with them. Like, I don't watch wrestling, but I'm familiar with who you are type deal. But I was like, no. Like, I have a picture of you on my wall in my basement. Like, there's
a picture like, on the back of your head from last Thursday. I was following at a respectable distance.
I don't stalk them, but I mean, I'm a big Bloodline fan, big Roman guy. And yeah, so it was cool. It was cool. I think the only other time like that where it was like someone where you'd want to come over and say hi, it's been a few years, but it was the Sidney Sweeney game. It's like, oh,
jeez,
still haven't recovered.
Like, when is the last time that you've had like a press pass, Steve, where you saw like the person that was throwing at the first pitch and you were like, oh fuck, so and so's here?
The last time I really wanted a picture when we were down on the field was with the finals trophy. It wasn't with a person. It was the last game of the. That's not a crazy thing to say. Hey, that's not.
No, that's the correct thing to say.
Yeah,
that's an inanimate object. I'm talking about a quote unquote celebrity that's at Fenway to promote something or throw out the first pitch or is in the booth. Like, when's the last time?
If anything, that's my answer. Is that like I cared more about taking a picture with a trophy than a person. Also, when we're down there, I got to be a different kind of person a little bit. I don't really.
What the fuck does that mean?
I was going to say it. I was gonna say what that meant, Jay.
Say what that means, because it's pissing me off right now.
I more am not going to be like in any kind of fan mode when we're on the field at Fenway Park for anybody. I'm not saying you were, by the way. Wait, no. I know you're going to do the Steve thing, but like, I'm being honest.
This has nothing to do with me. I'm just saying, like, what's wrong? If it were, I don't know, like Dwight Evans was in the dugout, I think last homestand. It's like, all right, I can't be fanboy and go up to Dwight and be like, Dwight, like, I fucking love you, man. You should be in the Hall of Fame. Like, but if it's Jey Uso, you can
what
absolutely go up.
I get what you're saying. What you did made perfect sense. I'm not trying to be like, I wouldn't do what you did. No, I would for the right person. But like, my instinct is not to, like, I feel very honored as someone that's been a Red Sox fan for as long as I have, that I get to go on the field before the games because of what we do. I take a lot, like, I honestly think that's like the coolest thing ever, that we get to do that. And we've earned that. Let's, we can pat ourselves on the back a little bit. We've earned that. So I never want to do anything that's going to be like, oh, let me like slide over here, maybe try to grab a picture. Again, this has nothing to do with what you did, because that's the right thing to do. That's a great photo and you love wrestling and that's the right thing. I'm more saying it needs to be a person up here. It's got to be someone like top bar. For you, Uso is that.
Yes.
Who is my Uso? I'm trying to think of like who outside of Uso, because that would have been cool. I said I wanted to pick. Who would I be like, I need to pick with this person?
I don't know. If like Jason Tatum was like out there. So
I'd probably try to get a pick with Tatum. Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
No shit.
Yeah, you fucking hate him, dude.
You would hate.
No, that's
I can't imagine a picture Jared wants less than with a 6'10" guy.
Oh, shut the. You know what? Fuck you, dude.
Oh,
fuck.
Wait, that's Coley?
Absolutely fucked. No, that's totally Mick.
Okay.
It says it right there, Steve.
No, I know.
Yeah, it says it right there.
Coley's gonna think I just want Maine Coley to get tossed. I'm more just.
You want Coley gone so bad.
I'm just always here for history. I want to experience historical moments, and that would be the first Maine ejection ever. But
you're like the kid. You're like the kid that gets in trouble in class, and you're like, "Well, Coley did it too."
I've done that my entire life. Yeah. Anytime I remember skipping school and I got grounded, I was like, "Why didn't Chachi get grounded?" Well, they have different parents, and they didn't ground.
Right.
So that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Coley, I want to get this right. This doesn't matter.
Get it right. Get it right.
Go to Coley. Go to Coley.
Coley, who's someone that if they were throwing out the first pitch before the game, you're like, I don't care if this is like a frowned upon, like against etiquette to go up to them and talk to them. By the way, me doing what I did with Jey Uso was not against any type of etiquette.
No, I want these to be separate conversations, because I'm not saying that. I'm so not saying that. Like, also, you're like the mayor of Fenway, so these are different discussions if we're talking
and
about
also so we have a ton of mutual friends because of like the wrestling baseball connection.
Yes.
So I think like if it were, I'm trying to think of someone like I didn't talk to Sydney Sweeney, but for the record, I was at the game.
Pick would have gone brazy.
Yeah, I did not talk to her because I couldn't go up and be like, hey, like I'm a friend of so and so's. But like with Jay, it's like, hey, like I'm literally getting dinner. Like I'm getting dinner with Corey tonight. You know him, like you guys are friends.
Bigger.
Right. So like with that,
I think it's the left one.
Yeah. Like if you have an in, then go for it. But if you don't, I don't think I would have done that.
He's about to do the first pitch.
So, all right. So what about this example? This is someone that I probably don't have an in with, but I think I would go up to and approach. Ben Affleck.
Okay, you actually just gave me the answer, honestly. If Matt Damon's down there, I'm doing anything I can to get a photo. I love Matt Damon.
But would you talk to him, or would you just say, hey, excuse me, can I get a picture?
Probably excuse me, because he's talking to somebody. Matt Damon's not going to be down there. Like, the Uso thing, to your point, is a unique situation. Like, him just hanging out and no one talking to him, and yet, to a specific audience, he's a huge fucking deal.
Right.
That is rare. So Matt Damon being down there, I'm sure he's not just hanging out and no one's saying anything to Matt Damon. That's not going to happen.
I guess. But I feel like with Ben, I don't know that I'm going up being like, hey, Mr. Affleck, can I get a picture? I'd be like, Coley.
Oh. I think Ben Affleck knows who you are.
No chance.
I don't think there's no chance. He's pretty dialed in with the team.
But
like the teams in general. Like he likes to keep abreast of what's going on. I don't think it's crazy that he would know who you were.
if he has seen my face or knows who I am, he knows from like the Nessun commercials, and I think that's it. I don't think
a big
that he's
fucking deal. What do you mean?
That's why
it?
he would know.
Right, but there's a difference between you're the super fan commercial guy and you're the Section 10 guy. Yeah, I don't think he's like listened to the podcast or anything.
But you're the super
if he
fan guy
did,
because
tuning in right
you're
now.
the
What's
Section
up, Ben?
10
How you
guy.
doing, Ben?
If he knew who I was because of this show, I feel like some communication would have been made so that he could have been like, bro, like I would love to talk Sox. Like every show that I go on, they want to ask me about like a movie or a show or my relationship. I would love to just talk Sox with the fellas. There's always a seat at this table for Ben Affleck. I would Ben Affleck knows that he has a seat at this table. If he ever wanted to come on the show, I don't know that like he's probably like what, like a top 3 white whale. He's probably like the number 1 non-player or former player. Like who else from like a non-former player perspective would make that list?
Ben's up there.
Stephen King was on the list, but like he's very like politically outspoken to where I think like if he came on, it would piss people off, even though I would just want to talk Sox. And like I don't care about politics at all.
People.
Dude, Menounos. Come on. For the 10 you talking about?
So Maria Menounos, Ben Affleck, and I guess Matt Damon. I feel Ben Affleck and Matt Damon feel like a package deal though.
Devin Booker. I mean, I'm just going down the obvious list here.
Look,
I said no athlete.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
I also said he just knew. I never said he liked you. I just said he knew who you were. That's it. You went to all these extremes. Like it's crazy he hasn't asked to be on the show. Like I never said
no.
I never said he liked the show. I never said he liked any of us.
I'm just saying.
I just said he knew who you were.
I'm just saying if I think he might be aware of my face because of the commercials. He has no idea what my name is and doesn't know that I do a Red Sox podcast. That would be my guess.
Maybe. Again, to the extent of what I said, he knows who you are.
Yeah, he's dialed in on the Sox, but he also lives in LA, right? So he's not
probably. Say he's on the 360. He's probably been on the Altcast by accident.
Maybe. Yeah. You never know. Yeah. Anyway, so who
I don't know what we would ask like Ben Affleck. Like Wahlberg.
We would just literally talk Sox. We would have the same show, but Ben Affleck is the 4th chair.
No, I get that, but that's why it's not like a crazy white whale to me.
I'm sure he has some crazy Red Sox stories.
I'm sure of it. I mean, he was like prime. We're talking about this series, this dead Red Sox Yankees series. He was really out there with J-Lo doing home and homes. Like he was like, yeah, let's sit front row in Fenway, and then we'll go to Yankee Stadium. And I can't remember if they were ever field side or in a box there because it's just a different environment. But he was really, really doing it big.
He was really doing it. Yeah.
He was. I was so jealous. I was like, I must be so sick to be able to go to literally all of these games.
Yeah. I wish, Steve.
I have my top 4 non-athlete Red Sox first pitch would ask for a picture and not be worried about the brushback list.
Okay. By the way, there would never be brushback, but go ahead.
Yep. Matt Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett Johansson.
You just love big honks, huh?
Damon does not have honks.
All
Tom
right.
Hanks.
Okay.
And back to the honks point, Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, see this guy, this guy's just
Tell me if
horny,
Sofia Vergara was down on the field, you would get a pick. No?
Wouldn't care.
I'm just trying to think of like, oh shit, you got a pick with so-and-so? Like Sofia Vergara's a huge, Tom Hanks is a massive deal.
I wouldn't approach any of them besides Affleck, I think.
You wouldn't get a picture with Tom Hanks?
Hanks would be a better baseball talk than Affleck.
100%.
I disagree.
Yeah. He's
Tom Hanks,
very dyed-in-the-wool baseball fan.
Huge baseball
Who's
guy.
his team? Who's
Dodgers.
his team? No. I don't know. I feel like all like the celebrity Dodger fans, they're like Laker fans. It's like, I just want to go here to be seen. I'm not trying to disrespect Tom Hanks's ball knowledge, but like, do you think he's not a 162 guy?
I kind of think he is.
Jake, if you're listening to this, please book Tom Hanks because I would love to test his ball knowledge. Yeah, I would love to talk to Tom Hanks.
Toss Clooney on that list, by the way. That's the 5. There you go.
Clooney. Yeah, see, like, I don't know. I guess.
Just
I'm
in
just
terms
not
of
like
cool
a-
factor, I'm trying to think of like if you post a picture on Twitter, it's like, oh shit, you got to pick with so and so. Like when Damon's down in the field, I think Catillo, he always finds his way into pictures of his big ass head. I'm speaking as a big head guy, and he had one with Damon. I'm like, you motherfucker. And then when he was in LA, he got to pick with Nomar, and I was like, Catillo again, just pissing me off with photos that I want, and he got. So
You know what? You know what picture at Fenway would go absolutely dummy?
who you got?
If he came to Fenway, which I don't think it's out of the question that he would have a concert at
Super
Fenway.
in the question.
Yeah, like I feel like it's like, hey, Bon Jovi, 2 nights, Fenway Park, second show not quite sold out. How do we get over
Why are we
the
insulting
limit?
him?
No, I'm not insulting him. I'm just saying, like maybe you can sell out that first show, but that second one might be a motherfucker. So it's like, how do we sell some extra tickets? Oh, you come on the 10, Bon Jovi. Steven?
I think, I'm going to do some quick research here because I think there's a very realistic chance that he could be at Fenway Park within the next 3 weeks, Jared. I'm saying Bon Jovi, very close with the Crafts, right? Very close with the Kraft family. He's been in the Kraft box a lot. Let's just be real
You know what
here.
else has been in the Kraft box? Mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Which, I was going to make some tie-in to tea with the grilled cheese.
That should have come sooner.
But if we try to line up the playoff dates to when the Patriots are playing at home, there's a outside chance the Sox would have a home playoff game on a Saturday and he'd be there and then go to the Pats game on the Sunday with the Crafts.
So we got to lock down Jovi for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. If the Sox, it would be like, let's say the way this is going right now, Sox win a series on the road in the wild card series, then they have 2 games in like Toronto. It would be like game 3 on a Saturday. And it probably wouldn't be a Saturday, would it? Because the ALDS probably starts on a weekend, I believe. So this might have to be ALC. This might have to be CS Jovi. We'll see.
So I want to say the wild card. Is there a day off between the wild card ending and the ALDS starting?
I would guess.
And
it's probably Tuesday, Wednesday. Would it be Friday? And then it's
maybe not if you go 3. If you go 2, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Force you to start.
Yeah. I think if it goes 3, like Tuesday, Wednesday,
Friday's
Thursday.
off. Friday's off.
Friday is off?
Yep, I'm looking at the playoff schedule. That's so baseball, by the way. Yeah, let's have Friday off. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, prime
Makes
time.
no sense.
We're all good.
Like,
hey, is there any NFL games on? No.
MLB
playoffs?
Any college?
No.
There's a Hawaii game. Okay, so it starts at midnight. Yeah, let's just avoid that day altogether.
Sure, yeah, can't have baseball on. Yeah, well,
I think I think Tom Brady was the obvious one. No one said, which is
I had Brady at the top of my list,
athletes.
but we were doing the non-athlete thing. Yeah.
I thought we were talking I thought we meant like no Red Sox.
No athletes.
Well, you
Brady's
did lead off.
Brady's the right pick.
You led off with Tatum for Steve, so that's why I definitely thought athletes were still on the table. And he's not. He's a commentator.
I'm sorry.
He's a commentator.
I guess
it's true. He's not an athlete right now. At AL, I'm gonna find this date that Jovi's coming to Fenway. Now this kind of sucks. If the Sox are, the Sox are gonna just be getting a bunch of. Even if they go on a run, it's like weekday games, whatever. Take what we can get.
Shout out to, was this 2K who added this? Oh no, it was Mikey. Tom Hanks scoring an entire game on a typewriter.
What?
Yeah, he scored an entire. He sat in the press box. It looks like maybe not the press box, but
where are you seeing this?
He put it in the chat on Riverside.
Oh.
And he scored an entire Tigers Dodgers game on a typewriter.
All right, I stand corrected on Tom Hanks, and I just want to issue an apology to Tom Hanks right now. I'm sorry, Tom Hanks. I fucked up. I didn't realize. I guess
big of you.
Yeah, I didn't. I did not realize, and it'll never happen again. I'll never doubt Tom Hanks, at least from a baseball perspective, again. Won't happen. Not on this show. Not on this show. Yeah.
Chet Hanks would be great for this show.
Chet Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a ball guy? Oh, I know that we said no athletes, but like, but hear me out. because like, yes, he's an athlete, but LeBron James,
There's a connection. There's a connection
FSG, yep. But like he goes to like the Guardians home playoff games when they're in there. Like there's definitely a baseball connection with LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you would have said Drake for sure, Steve.
I cracked the code. Yeah, no, Drake's obviously up there too. I just don't picture him throwing a first pitch at Fenway, but
a little close to a high school too, so I don't know if he's allowed.
I cracked the code here. It is this is when Jovi's going to be at Fenway, and this is obviously going to happen. So
big news.
The Patriots host the Browns on Sunday, October 26th.
Yeah, he's not going to that game.
Just go along with this
series.
Just go along with this. They host the Browns. That's an off day between games 2 and 3 of the World Series. So I would assume if and when, obviously, the Red Sox make the World Series, they would be the low seed there. They would host Game 3 on Monday, October 27th. That's when Bon Jovi is at Fenway Park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you there.
So we got to get to the World Series. And we get Jovi.
Listen,
and he needs to be at the Browns game.
I hope that happens. I think if the Red Sox won the World Series, I think he would go to the Browns game just so he could go to the World Series.
Yeah, I think the Browns game would more just be like, just get me in the area, act like he's there for the crafts. He's there for the World Series.
And it should be an extremely winnable game too. So I don't.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Bon Jovi's not a Boston sports fan. He just is friends with Bob Kraft.
Yeah, so he's just a Kraft guy. Yeah,
he's a Kraft guy. So he's around the Patriots. Huh?
Jovi's involved with the lacrosse, like a Philadelphia-based lacrosse team, if I remember correctly. I think Kraft partially owns it with him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I don't. Yeah,
sure.
I think
sure.
Just answering your question.
No, I hear. No, I hear you.
You asked the question. I answered it.
No,
you said, I don't care.
No, Coley, I hear you.
You had a problem. I had a solution. You said not that one.
No, I know.
Coley,
no, I know.
No,
no,
Coley.
I know.
No, Coley,
I know.
No, Coley.
No, I know.
I hear you. I hear you, brother. You know, I just, do I not care about lacrosse?
No, I know.
Yeah,
sure.
No,
sure,
yeah,
same.
Yeah. It's just.
But you care about Jovi.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. If we got. So all right. Where's
he
Steve?
from?
Steve can relate to this big time.
Jersey guy.
Yep. Non-wrestling fans that call CM Punk CM is like nails on a chalkboard to me. He doesn't go by CM. It's either CM Punk or Punk for short. Don't call him Phil unless you know him. Like, it's just Punk for short. It's not CM. People call him CM. It's like, you don't know ball if you call him CM. So like Bon Jovi fans, no one calls him Bon, right? It's either Jovi or Bon Jovi. I don't think there's no one that's
BJ.
like, oh man, like sick Bon album just dropped. Like no one's
got
saying
no flow at all. That Bon album went nuts.
Yeah. Like I don't think, like, if you're gonna shorten Bon Jovi, I don't think you can. It's just Jovi.
Yeah.
BJ.
But like, even like, we call home runs on Just the Nuts, those are Jovis. But I don't even think Bon Jovi fans call him Bon or Jovi. It's just like, it's always just Bon Jovi. You got to say the whole thing.
Well, isn't his first name? Isn't it John Bon Jovi?
John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Bon for a middle name? Now that we're on it.
So Bon Jovi is the shortened version of it. That is his nickname.
So, but they don't say
John
like,
Jovi?
John crushed it tonight. Went to the show tonight. John, he sounded amazing.
Yeah.
Just be like, no, Bon Jovi.
They bought, like, John Cougar Mellencamp dropped the Cougar.
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi dropped the Bon. Or dropped the John.
John Cougar
John Jovi's the
Mellencamp.
worst.
John Cougar Mellencamp. He added the Cougar and then took it away. So he was John Mellencamp. Then he was John Cougar Mellencamp. Then he went back to John Mellencamp.
Yeah, it's like when you get a new piece of clothing that you know is a little out of your comfort zone. You try it one time and everyone's like, doesn't work. So but I think it did work for Cougs.
Yeah. Mikey had a great idea for a Section 10 night at House of Blues.
Mellencamp night?
3:02 p.m. at the House of Blues on Wednesday. And he wants to come up with a Section 10 playlist for Spotify where everyone puts on how many songs, Mikey? 10?
5 to 10.
You said 5 to 10. Yep.
5 to 10 is a wide range. 5 to 10. I mean, we're gonna be there for 3 hours, right? Like, how many songs do you need to take up fucking 3 hours?
That's 40 songs.
40? How do you know?
I'm just saying if we had 10 per host, that's 40 songs.
All right, so Jake doesn't get any songs, and Mikey doesn't get any songs, and 2K
Everyone
don't
can
get no
songs.
songs.
I thought that's what Mikey said. I don't know. I'm just relaying the message.
Corey gets songs.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we're gonna have 100 songs. That's now we're getting crazy.
If 5 of us pick songs,
You only need 60 songs to get you through 3 hours.
okay. Why do I hear crickets? Are
It's
you
Mikey.
outside, Mikey? Oh,
I know.
Jesus.
I've got my
Mikey-
crickets over.
Mikey's in the
Mikey
woods right now.
crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mikey
just-
said, I got the
man.
crickets over.
Jared?
I vote to have Mikey. So I don't know how this works from like a production editing standpoint, because I know that on Riverside, if we add everyone so that they're on the stage here, does that mean that you have to have everyone? Like if you're in a window here, not backstage, do we have to use you on the YouTube? Like
No.
I want to have like when Mikey chimes in, I want the people to be able to fucking hear him. But if he's
Yeah.
backstage, they can't hear him or see him. Like, does
If he's
anyone
on
know?
here, though, I think then they feel like they have to sit completely in front of this the whole time and be active.
That's a
No.
big
Or
ask.
off.
No, that's fine. Like if you have like, so on my laptop, I have one of like the little swipey doos here so that no one can watch me fucking spank it. If you have one of those and you just shut it off, but you like, if you want to go like eat a sandwich, Mike, you go eat a sandwich. But like if you,
Always eating sandwiches.
To Coley's point,
Oh.
though, like with the way that it would look on YouTube, I don't know how that even goes, because then you need them like popping in, popping out. I don't know if that's an annoying edit.
That part would be, yeah, that part's true. Because you'd be adding boxes
Mm.
in the
so
middle.
then
Like, it would
don't,
be more work.
so then
for
don't
them.
use the visual, just use the audio.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
completely
using the
fine.
audio is awesome. Yeah, I want the people to hear Mikey.
Or-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want the,
Because we
same
always
thing
have
with
the,
2K. The fucking the people behind the scenes people on these fucking shows, like they
these
become
assholes.
characters in the universe.
These fucking dicks.
Like when we're doing live streams, it's like, all right, we got the back row boys for the live streams, and it's like, I don't want people to be like, who's this? I want them to be like, I love Mikey, I love 2K.
Mm-hmm.
which we do.
Yeah, like Mikey's out here. Mikey went from like I shoot video and edit video for Nessun to I'm doing man on the street videos for fucking Underdog Fantasy. Like the come up is real.
And the
Mhm.
number one Providence cast in America.
Oh,
Big time.
shout him out, dude.
Kim English at this series finale. Mikey
Yeah,
was
dude.
pumped for that. You know who Kim English is.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Shout him out,
Shout him
man.
out.
Yep.
We got
K.E.
Brady.
Yep, Vergara.
This like all this is just like, man, do I wish I had some ethos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
I
I
was
mean?
going to say the same thing, honestly.
Well, I was waiting for you to say it, but like you just kind of dicked around for a little while.
No, I know, but I feel like I'm ready to say it.
Yeah, say it.
A lot of us know that we need life insurance to protect our family's financial future if anything happens to us. Sure. And one of the biggest excuses for putting it off might be that you think it's too expensive, but don't be a fool. With Ethos, you can get affordable life insurance easily online. You know that, Jared. Of course, you love
Yes,
Ethos.
I've been loving Ethos since before you even knew what Ethos was. I put you on Ethos.
You absolutely did. The traditional life
Mhm.
insurance process is complicated, but Ethos has made it fast and easy. Life insurance is more affordable than you think. With Ethos, you can get a free quote and customize a rate that fits your budget. You can get up to $3 million in coverage. That's a lot of coverage. Some policies as low as $2 a day, billed monthly, and yes, that's a beautiful thing. Lock in your rate today since premiums can go up as you age. Ethos makes it fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. No medical exam required. You just answer a few health questions 100% online. Get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. You can get same-day coverage without ever leaving your damn house. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote today at ethos.com/section10. That's ethos.com/section10.
I'm just looking at the video that you guys took on the Section 10 Instagram account of Jey Uso throwing out the first pitch.
Mm-hmm.
He was nervous, but like he didn't look bad.
No, he
like,
looked pretty good.
He got the leg kick. He hasn't played baseball since high school.
I'll give him credit because he was like shaking off the pitches and like he was being a pitcher out there. He was doing baseball pitcher stuff.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he looked pitcherish.
After, by the way, getting the crowd to yeet.
Yeah, he did drop a yeet in there. Also, that's his first time ever at a major league ballpark.
Wow. It's a pretty big deal. Toss a first
I found that hard to believe. I was like, you were the world heavyweight champion and no team asked you to throw out the first pitch. The Red Sox were the first one. And he's not the world heavyweight champion currently. But yeah, he threw out the first pitch for the Red Sox. That was his first time ever at a big league ballpark. And just happy that Steve is a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Red Sox win 6-1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before we kind of move on from the whole Red Sox Yankees thing, I don't want to gloss over the fact that Garrett Crochet struck out 12 tonight. I feel like
12 Ks.
I feel like that kind of just people were so relieved about the win in general that we kind of just were like, yep, 12 strikeouts, that's great. Anyways, we won. All right, we won. Like it's such a breath of fresh air, or coming up for air rather. It felt like we were drowning. We got to come up for air. But I just want to point out the fact that Garrett Crochet punched out 12 tonight.
Well, it was kind of a combo deal, right? Where you score 6 runs in the first inning and then 0-0-0-0-0, and then the Yankees are just kind of creeping back. You get the 2-run bomb. Well, it was 2 homers, right? That he gave up. Do I have that wrong?
Caballero. And
he gave up a Judge bomb.
Rosario and Judge
the other way. Yeah. So
was it 3 ding dongs?
How did didn't Rosario hit one?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did. Yes.
Rosario, Judge, and Caballero. So he gave up 3 solo Johnsons.
Rosario, I think it was more. It went off like the lip.
Yeah, it was more that. I think it was more the runs for the Yankees were loud, so you almost kind of miss some of the Ks, and it's a combination of that park. By the way, great atmosphere, obviously for the whole series. Yada yada. Very antsy crowd, and obviously it makes it a lot easier when you score 6 runs early. I think a lot of people at the park tonight were like, I hope they win. It wasn't as much like, oh, we're going to beat the Yankees. Yankees suck. There were a lot less of Yankees suck on Sunday. It was more just please win the game any way you possibly can. So if anything, Jerry, I think the 12 Ks are kind of overshadowed because of when the runs were scored in the game and how the Yankees were scoring the runs. They were loud runs.
Well, talking about like the anxiety in the ballpark, it was the 6 runs in the first inning, and everyone's like, we're going to fucking step on their necks tonight, and they got no shot, and then they just didn't score again. Luckily, it was enough, but it felt like it was going to be a 12-1 game where Crochet goes 7 shutout with 1 walk and 12 strikeouts. Like that would have been great, but the 3 homers kind of made you not, I guess, pay as much attention to the 12 strikeouts, or at least it didn't feel like he struck out 12.
The Ks were kind of hidden throughout the start, but it was a good start for him.
It was a good start. It was a very good start. I mean,
only 1 walk.
The other thing too, how many times has he seen New York this year? 5?
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. Only 2 homers for Crochet. I didn't want to make it sound like he gave up 3. Only 2 homers for Crochet.
Who is
Mats gave up the Caballero.
Oh, okay, yeah. So on the point of Caballero at shortstop, you know how Volpe has been fucking awful this year. So Saturday, I'm sitting there, and like when I have the seats that are up close, I like to watch the players when it's not when they're not the center of attention. Like, what are you doing when the focus isn't on you? And Volpe, when he's playing shortstop, he's like, please God, don't hit the ball to me. like his energy is so like, please, like, can we get 3 outs and get me off the field? And then when the ball hits him, he's like, oh fuck. And then he throws it into the crowd. Caballero at shortstop, he was like doing the in the air tonight drum solo, like in between pitches. He was out there being like, doo 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 doo. Like, you're in a big league ball game, Red Sox, Yankees. You're the shortstop for the New York. You're filling Derek Jeter's cleats out there at Fenway Park, the most historic ballpark in the history of the world. And he's just playing loose. And I think, I saw Jimmy and Jake, the John Boy guys. They were interviewing Boone, and Jimmy was like, so we've definitely had situations before where you guys roll out the same lineup for the regular season. And then the playoffs come, and that that lineup that you've been rolling out is just, it's not it. So then you throw out the playoff lineup. Why don't we start now with the playoff lineup so that by the time we get to the playoffs, it's not, we're just trying this out for the first time. And basically saying, like, can we bench Volpe? Like, these games against the Red Sox matter. We can't have Volpe out there punching out and making errors all over the place. And Volpe did have that play. What was that on Friday?
Had to have been Friday.
Did he play on Friday? What was the play where it was like a ball in shallow center field that like he could have caught and the ball landed, and it was
that was against Saturday. The Tigers. He didn't play.
That wasn't against us.
He didn't play in this series.
So we were doing JTN. That's why.
It was the Tigers game on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing just the nuts. Like, I know I reacted to it somewhere on camera.
Yeah, and they had the funny throw after.
Yeah. But I mean, I got to give him credit. It's like, all right, it's clearly not working. We're not going to DFA this guy. Like, I think, Boone's not full of shit that he believes in Anthony Volpe. It's like, all right, the special player, whatever, think he can come out of this. But these are big games. Caballero can help us. So he's going to play these games at shortstop. And he was out there making a difference, making an impact, and was very loose. He wasn't like, I got to lock in. Like, this is my big opportunity. Like, the Yankees are giving me an opportunity. I got to seize the moment. He was just like, doo, 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 doo. Like, but that's what you need to be sometimes. Like, you need to be able to play loose.
Also, when the ball's hit to him, I know you mentioned, and it is valid, by the way, watching what these players do when, the light's not on them, when it's not like, all right, ball's hit to you or you're at the plate. Like, what is he going to do when everybody's looking at him? I do like to see what these guys are doing when it's just in between pitches and if they're staying locked in and looking at where they should be positionally. When the ball is hit to Caballero, he's got him and Jazz, by the way, they kind of mimic each other a little bit in the field. They're just kind of, get the ball, a little throw to first. Everything's kind of just loose. And
yeah.
It's just kind of chill, relaxed. Obviously, Jazz does that probably more than anybody in the game. But yeah, that was notable, especially to your point about, Volpe, where everything about Anthony Volpe is, I just want to be in the dugout. I don't want to be. He wants to be in the dugout. He doesn't want to be on the field. It's like, I would love to maybe.
He needs a full winter reset.
I would love to maybe hit a home run, maybe have a big hit here. But realistically, he doesn't want to be the guy that fucks up. That's Anthony Volpe. Whereas Caballero wants the big steal. He wants the home run. He wants to turn the big double play. He wants the moment. And obviously, he's not a great player, but he checks the boxes in basically every category that Volpe doesn't.
One of the coolest things about like the close seats experience is if you kind of like wager on a guy doing something big, and like if you have that it's almost like obviously the Major League Baseball and even like Steve and Mikey, like they're very good at kind of like locking in on one thing. And then I feel like when you see social media content from fans in the stands, like say I'm locked in on like Roman Anthony at the plate and then he hits the home run. So many people like follow the ball and like it kind of like ruins the shot. But I love the social media content where it like locks on the guy at the plate and he hits the home run, but it like stays on the guy. Right. And when you're sitting close and you like lock in and you can't do it for the whole game. It ruins the experience. But if you can like lock in on a guy at home plate and he actually does hit a home run and you don't look at the ball go and you just kind of like see that social media video in real life. I did that with Jazz for when he hit the homer on Saturday. And it was so cool to just kind of like wager a couple of pitches on a guy where like, I'm not going to watch the ball. I'm not going to watch Crochet. I'm not going to watch anything in the field, but like, I'm going to look at him and just judging by the swing that he takes and the reaction that he has, this is going to be a homer. And Yeah, like obviously it's not great when it's a Yankee, but like I did do that with Jazz, and he had it was a great reaction. Like he pimped it, and he was like slow on in the box, like all the stuff that you don't see on the broadcast, because when a guy launches one, the camera immediately follows the ball into the stands. But like I can hear it. I saw the swing. I heard it off the bat, and I see his reaction. I don't have to look, like, and I can hear the crowd. I know that shit's gone. So like, yeah, it's cool to just see it. Yeah, there's a lot of signs.
It is. I had two things. I mean, first, that's basically like the my career mode, where like I'm just thinking of the college football game where you're playing the quarterback and there's a run. And it's like I'm still the quarterback. Like I'm still kind of just like doing stuff off the side. You never really see that perspective because the camera's always following the ball wherever it is. The thing with and I know Mike and I have gotten a lot of great shots this year. And that's one of my favorite things to do, to try to document the homers and all that. And to what you mentioned, it's obviously great to be able to see their expressions and be down there close to the field. Fenway, you can really, you're in these guys' nostrils. You're right there. Like Aaron Judge is an inch away. You really can't beat that. But with Duran in the finale, I'm like, wait, what happened? Because when you do lock in on a player and keep the camera on him, there are some plays where even with the crowd noise, I'm like, I couldn't even tell you what the hell that was. The triple, off the bat, I'm thinking, I can see the trajectory. That's probably caught. And then in my head, as he's rounding first, I'm like, wait, Stanton's out there, isn't he? Like, then anything's possible with Stanton out in left field with the monster. And he just keeps running. And so you keep rolling on him. He does the airplane and all that. And I asked Mikey, I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, how is he on third base right now? And it was just like a light fly ball to left. But it is interesting to see their reactions when plays like that go down, because they're more ready for it, obviously, playing at Fenway 81 games a year than someone like Giancarlo. And Duran is a great example, because he's the guy that would be playing out there in left field and probably know how to play that ball better than Giancarlo would. But it's cool. It's a different it's a different experience. Would definitely recommend people that listen to the show trying to do that just during a game, because it's just not like anything else you're going to see.
It's super close.
Well,
what
you should do is spend $2,000 on a seat.
So you don't have to sit super close. It's obviously cooler the closer that you are, but like watching, I guess like if you just go to a couple games a year, you're just going to be like, you're going to, I don't know, like people, it depends on what you're going for. Some people go just to hang out and drink some beers and, yap in the crowd and take pictures and videos and upload them to social media or whatever. But like if you're a diehard baseball fan, and I guess like a lot of people, it's like, I'm watching the pitcher. Then I watch the pitch. I follow it to home plate. Then I watch the ball as it gets hit.
You watch the ball.
Yeah, you watch the ball. But it is kind of cool to just hone in on one guy and be like, this is stuff that I wouldn't, like if I'm watching at home, they follow the ball. But I'm here, so I'm the producer. I can see what I want to see. And sometimes it's pretty cool.
I tell my eyes what to do.
Hey, you can't tell my eyes where to go. I'm moving
I'm
my
the
eyes.
boss of these eyes.
Yeah.
When I was still doing security there, it was like a young Mike Trout was in town, and I got up close because those Red Sox teams sucked. So it was super easy to get close and do whatever you wanted. He still to this day, and something you couldn't really experience farther away, I haven't heard someone take steps like that. Like like he had a grounder to second, and it was one of the most impressive athletic feats I've ever seen. Just watching him, because he's going to give max effort every time. He's not going to manny it, and it was like he cartoonishly was standing on top of the world and running the bag closer to him. That's how deep. Like that's how he was like a running back. Found his way onto a baseball field. I really have never seen anything like that.
Yeah, there's nothing like, especially at Fenway, if you can just get down, and I'm not even saying you got to buy the seats, just like keep an eye out if the seats are open at the start of the game and just do that. They don't really police it. They used to, by the way. There used to be somebody at the end of every aisle and checking the tickets and all that. They don't really do that anymore. So if you even sneak down for one game, like an inning or two, and take that experience in, like I love getting the on deck videos. It's been one of my favorite things the last handful of years, because these guys are just specimens, man. Like Ohtani on deck, Judge on deck. It's just that you're like, I am so much different than this human. Like we're both humans, but somehow this guy is just like a superhero, and I'm the one that's recording him just standing here. But you just feel, I don't know, something about Fenway too. It's just unlike any other sports experience you're going to have. And you have another appreciation for it. Not just the batters for what they're facing, but what these guys can throw. The zip, like you can hear the ball. Like the ball like makes noise when you're that close. And I'll never understand how these guys, like how is Judge hitting 325? I don't know how any of these guys like hit over 300 when you see some of the stuff they have to face night in and night out. It's crazy.
Shout out Jazz too, because every time this guy speaks,
that the Yankees immediately get bundled.
It might be the Red Sox best play this year. Is just have Jazz Chisholm speak out loud, specifically about how much better the Yankees are than everyone else. And
why does he keep doing that?
I don't know.
It's Tom and Jerry when they would like stick the shotgun into the mouse hole and then it would come out a different hole in his own face. That's Jazz every single time. He's like, we're fucking unbelievable. And then they just get pieced immediately. And as good as Crochet was tonight, he was excellent. He didn't throw the most important pitches by a Garrett even, because I thought what Whitlock did, obviously Judge hits the single. But I like in those moments, I don't fear Aaron Judge. No one. Well,
there was 2 on.
But Judge led off the inning, did he not?
I don't know. I thought there was 2 on, and then he punched out 3 straight.
He definitely got 3 out in a row like that because it was Bellinger, Stanton.
We're talking about Grisham. The 8th?
Yeah, Grisham pinch hit. And the Stanton, I fear in that spot every time. I thought we were going to have to do tie in the 8th, and I was going to be really annoyed for a litany of reasons. But what he did against Stanton, because that was a full count. I think Stanton fought one off, and then he punched him out.
That's got the strike zone there. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a strike. But still, it was a competitive, like a walk there is better than the other option. You know what I mean? Like Stanton in that moment wants to do horrible things to that baseball.
No, there was only 1 on. It was just Judge.
Yeah, it was just Judge, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then he
Judge hits the single,
Bellinger,
and then
Stanton,
Bellinger
Grisham.
struck out, I think, on 3 straight pitches. That was
It was a pretty bad at bat. I mean, he had one of his best at bats of the year against Chapman the night before. But yeah, this was pathetic. It was 3 straight strikes. That
was bad. And then, but it's Stanton full count, like 7 pitch at bat, whatever it was. Yeah. And then 7. Grisham comes in. I was a little surprised Cora didn't go to Chapman there. Chapman had been warming.
Yeah.
Like, can he not? Am I reading too much into it? Can he not get 4 straight outs? Is that too much to ask? Was he trying to instill confidence in Whitlock, who I don't think needs that at this stage? Did he trust Whitlock? Are there reverse splits for Grisham I don't know about? There's a home road splits for Grisham I don't know about. Like that, he's been their 3rd best hitter this year? It was just surprising to me when you have the lefty all-world closer up to not try and go for 4 outs there. It worked, obviously, so that's great. But in the playoffs,
how many times
I feel
has
like
he done
would
that
go
this year, though?
Maybe I get once? That. You don't want to do that in May, for sure, but this is a must-win game. You know, this is extensively a playoff game. This was you manage this how you would manage a playoff game, you would think, right?
No, you would. Yeah, he's done that once this year. Chapman going more than an inning and a third in that win in Philly. The one with, I think, when Cap had the extra innings home run there.
And it's also day before an off day. Like, I don't know that it would have been, like, if it were, my question, I guess, is if it were a playoff game, do you think Whitlock gets that at bat?
Probably not. But then again, to that logic, wouldn't this be similar to a playoff game when you haven't guaranteed yourself a playoff spot and Cora's the one saying that we are not guaranteed of October at all? You would probably treat this like the playoff game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's where it's like, I was a little surprised Whitlock got that at bat. Unless, again, there's some numbers that point to that was a great matchup for Whitlock that I just don't have in front of me.
Yeah, it could be. Not sure about the splits or anything. Also could just be confidence in Whitlock and preferring to just keep Chapman for 3. Yeah, that might be it. But I just wanted to just read the Jazz quote because I read it 3 times just to make sure I read it right. This popped up, and shout out to the fine folks that run Underdog MLB handle. They do a great job. But Jazz Chisholm to Brian Hodge, whatever the hell his name is.
Don't you do that too? No.
No, that's our news team. It's a different team.
Okay.
The quote was, "I feel like any team that thinks they're better than us, they should know when we step on the field, we're coming with relentlessness." Pause. And we're coming to step on necks. I just want to know, because sometimes you'll see these quotes, and I know over the course of 162, you'll see some quotes out there where you're like, wait, what? And you don't have the context of the question. I would love to know, like, I feel like Jazz would just say this without a question. It was probably just like, Jazz,
Brian, come over here.
Jazz 2 for 4 tonight, Fenway atmosphere on a Saturday, really crazy. I just want everyone to fucking know that, like, when you're playing us, you're going to lose because we're the New York Yankees. I just don't get what, like, forces him into saying this stuff, especially for this team. And this is us we've been so honest about the Red Sox this evening and how we feel about this team after watching the amount of games we've watched this year. We don't feel super great. If you're Jazz, how do you feel that great about this team to the point where you feel that confident of saying a quote that bold? I just don't really understand the reasoning for why you would do this, but it's great because and I had seen a couple other ones that the Talkin' Yanks account put out there from like weeks ago. He's had like 10 quotes this year that's like, "You ain't gonna beat us, like we're going all the way." Like, why are you saying this, bro? And I don't even hate Jazz. I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, Jazz is the worst." I said he's obnoxious. I just think he's obnoxious. I don't like hate him. And I don't think it's as easy as like when he's on your team, you love him. I think if he was saying this stuff on the Red Sox, he'd be like, "Shut up, dude. Why are you don't say this. We don't need these quotes surrounding the team." He's just I think he's kind of always doing a little too much, but I don't hate Jazz Chisholm. It's just an odd quote, honestly, at this point of the year.
I can't remember which game it was. Maybe Friday when he got thrown out at home plate and was like immediately just 100% convinced that he was safe and was telling Boone to challenge, and he was just super out. It's like sometimes, I mean, like you need that guy because that guy is going to have high energy when maybe the team is going through a funk and like maybe the energy's down or it's the dog days of the summer, but like this dude's still playing his ass off and hustling hard. So it's like, well, if he's going hard, then I got to go hard. Like you need those guys. But to Steve's point, like, for example, I think Gomes was one of those guys where it's like, oh, like if he's on the other team, you hate him, but he's on your team and you love him. I think with Jazz, some of that is true, but like if he were on this Red Sox team right now and he said that quote, I think we would all be sitting here being like, why did you say that? Like, I wouldn't be like, let's fucking go, Jazz. Like, fire me up, kid. I would be like, maybe if Roman were still here, then I would be like, all right, yeah, okay. Like, I can get behind that. But like the way things are going right now, I would say maybe don't say some shit like that.
He's on the Red Sox still saying that about the Yankees. Like, those guys fucking step on necks. Like, you don't.
Yeah.
He's
those guys are going all the way.
He's an irrational confidence guy, which makes sense because I think you have to be to make it to the MLB regardless, but especially out of the Bahamas. Like, I bet he does think like he's the best of all time. Why wouldn't he? They put him on the cover of MLB The Show and people got furious about that. Like, he has beaten every odd, but he does talk like a coked up guy at a party who's like trying to start a business with you. Like, it's always just, we're gonna make so much fucking money. You have no idea how good this is going to be. We're going to sell T's printer and we're going to make billions. We're just going to keep buying printers, saying their T's and selling.
And by the way, it's like when that combo is like like the combo has nothing to do with that at all. And he's like, dude, we're going to do fucking everything. Like right. I can't wait. It's like, dude, I'm just talking about how I like the pizza we just had. Like, what are you even speaking on right now?
I have a buddy like that who always like forever has just had these business ideas. Like he wanted to like our favorite business idea that he had was he wanted to come up with like an ice cream truck for dogs. And
I'm listening.
He was like,
he's kind of cooking it.
He is like, I'm going to just go to dog parks and post up in this truck and I'm going to sell ice cream that's for dogs. And then we were like, great, dude. Dogs don't have money. Like,
no,
it did make it seem like they're gonna go up with the money and be like, I would love a Chipwich.
Yeah, the dogs aren't there. This isn't Homeward Bound 2. Like, these aren't the street dogs in
these aren't strays.
San Francisco. Like if there are definitely neighborhoods Yeah, Bones might have to cut this. This is $1 billion idea. He was cooking. Like there are certain neighborhoods you could be charging $15 a scoop, and these people would be like, "Oh, it's for Roger. We got to get it." Like they would absolutely spend that money.
Rufus
I guess,
needs it.
but like I feel like the market for humans that want ice cream is larger than the market for dogs that want ice cream.
But to what Coley just mentioned, the difference in money you could charge for dog owners versus what kids would pay for a $2 chip, which is maybe making up the difference.
Correct.
But judging by where the business is at, I think I think you want to call it the dog pound. Judging by where the dog pound is at right now, I don't know that the market for the dog ice cream market is not booming as much as the human ice cream market.
But the human ice cream market is super oversaturated.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people serving humans ice cream right now. Think about how many people go to was the truck pulling up? Ace was like, "You got to get me one."
That was the most serious. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
there's so many people selling human ice cream. Think about how many people choose Starbucks just because they'll get the Pup Cup over anywhere else.
Yeah,
like,
Pup Cup's
not
a big
everyone's
deal.
doing. Yeah, people
Pup Cups are huge. Yeah,
I was behind someone the other day. They got 6 fucking pup. Like I didn't realize how buzzing their back seat was. They had so many fucking dogs back there.
That feels like taking advantage of the system because they don't charge for Pup Cups.
They did have the dogs though. It's not like they were making up the dogs. Like I could see them.
I guess, but I feel like company policy
Someone's just eating Pup Cups. They're like, I just need these fucking Pup Cups.
Like company policy should be like 2 Pup Cups
per
max
dog
per car.
1 per dog.
I'd say Pup Cup per order. I don't know if, just proof of pup. Yeah, if you can.
Oh, you can see them.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying if you can show me you got those pups in there, I'll give you the cups.
But think about it this way: what does that bill look like at the end of the year? Like the Pup Cup bill.
Nothing.
Like, what is in the Pup Cup? What is that stuff?
It's whipped cream. That's a lot. Yeah, but it's free. Like,
but how much does whipped cream cost? That has to cost.
I don't know, but like, there's so many Starbucks, and there's so many dogs, and there's so many owners that are taking their dogs to Starbucks every day. Like, just think, it all adds up every year. How much is Starbucks eating because
Jared,
of Pup Cups?
No, I think you're wrong here. Because think about how much these dog owner lover, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Fuckers,
those fuckers. They want to keep doing that tradition and keep that going. And what are they getting? They're getting the drink every day because they're there with their pup, which that's then going to add up and make up the difference. Definitely, that's definitely making up the difference.
I go to Starbucks every day. And like,
but I think there's a big audience that's doing it because they get the Pup Cup. The pup loves it. It's a moment for them and the pup.
I take Ace to get a Pup Cup, like, I don't know, maybe every other week or maybe once a week, whatever it is. On average, every 10 days, he gets a Pup Cup. But like, that's not stopping me from getting the coffees in between. It's just like, oh, like, I want a coffee today. He was just in the crate for 2 hours. I feel bad putting him right back in. Why don't you come to Starbucks with me, buddy? And then we just go and he gets a Pup Cup and he's fucking happy.
How much are they charging humans to add it to their drink?
Zero.
You're saying it's free?
No,
I didn't know the Pup Cups are free.
Pup Cup is completely free.
I'm saying if you were to add it to your drink, how much are they charging? Because they don't give it to people for free.
So that's a good question for me. I think I get extra vanilla cold foam in my cold brew, and I believe it's an extra $1.25.
So that's where they're making up the Pup Cup money, you understand? Because every girl who goes in there, every you that goes in there, that's getting that. A can of, to Steve's point, a can of whipped cream is like $1.50. Like they're making one squirt on you, the whole can.
I'm the reason why the Pup Cup can stay free.
Correct. Yes, because they're raking you, the human, over the coals.
You're funding the cups.
How many squirts do you get out of one can? Like 1,000? Like honestly, how many?
Whipped cream cans go for a long time.
Forever. And
I don't know if there's squirts. What would they be? It doesn't seem squirty.
What? Pup Cups?
A whipped cream can. What does that do? It's like foams out.
It sprays.
Sprays, yeah. I'll take sprays over squirts. Probably.
Sprays is not a controlled motion.
Yeah.
Sometimes
what
it's
does
not.
whipped cream
Sometimes
do
it's not.
coming out of the can? It foams out?
You spray whipped cream.
Foams is probably closest.
That's in there. I still
Because
feel
like
like we don't have the
shaving
right
cream.
word. Yeah.
We do. It was sprays.
Sprays is like a hose. Like, man, this thing's everywhere. Like,
No.
I think sprays kind of implies some craziness going on. There's
No, because what if I like a spray can? Like it's very controlled. Like when you spray paint something.
if you're good enough,
yeah.
No.
but you also have to cut.
If you're close
not gonna
enough,
get into-
just like the same thing with your fucking whipped cream. If you're close
There's
enough to
nothing
the
to do with
object that you're putting the
closeness.
whipped cream on, then you're spraying it on there. It's a spray. It's a spray.
You spray whipped cream.
Yeah. Spray some whipped cream on my dick. You know what I'm saying?
I love how
wouldn't say
now
spray.
it's just like the spelling bee. Use it in a sentence. Hey, I mean,
When you-
spray some whipped cream on my dick right now, you won't.
Yeah.
when you
know
use
what
a
I mean.
hose, spray is a fucking wide radius. If you want a more controlled, you got to go to a different setting on the nozzle.
I think I'm right here with the whipped cream.
The ease in which you said that, I think that's come out of your mouth before. I think you've said that. Before. Yeah,
Why
of
not?
course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, while you're over there, don't you?
Yeah, why don't you go in the fridge? Why don't you?
Hey, hon, while you're up, just get the can and how about you spray some whipped cream on my dick? Again, I don't want to be a bother. You're by the fridge. I'm thinking this will be
Since
easy.
you're already up,
Yeah.
Come on, honey.
Honey,
Yeah.
it would be fun for both of us. Come on.
Right, come on. Pour a glass of eggnog and spray some whipped cream on my dick.
Oh, I had my first nog tonight.
Why are you making this a big deal? This isn't a big deal. Like, again, just get the can. Like, my dick's right here. Just spray it. I don't get why you're still talking about it. It should have been done by now.
Spray the fucking thing. Come on.
Can you spray it already? Like, I got my fucking pants around my ankles. Like, you're making me... You're really making me look like a jerk off here.
Hey, babe, dick's not going to spray itself, all right?
Can you just get this over with at this point? Like, come on. I'm not putting these pants back on until this dick's got some whipped cream on it.
Come on. It's been 10 minutes since you got the nog. Spray this dick. Come on.
Come on. Honey.
Bon Jovi's
fun.
definitely pulled that move.
Yeah. I'm deep into whipped cream internet.
Okay.
And it appears dispense is the correct
Oh, get
nomenclature.
that
fucked
sounds
with that,
gross.
Coley.
Which is
Get
very,
fucked with that. Yeah.
I'm just reading.
He's just
what it
reading.
says.
Oh,
He's
I
just
yeah, but
the
like you're
messenger.
advocating for it by bringing it up and not immediately condemning it. You are kind of advocating for it. Imagine
man.
if I had like 5 scoops of coffee ice cream at your house, Coley, and I was like, "Oh, Mr. Mick, may you please dispense some whipped cream on my coffee ice cream?" You'd be like, "Fucking leave, dude."
If you asked
like-
me to spray it instead of just asking for the can, I'd be concerned.
No. I vehemently deny these claims.
But the people ask on Google. The second one just says, "Are whipped cream chargers illegal?" And it says, "For individuals, it's important to understand that while possessing a whipped cream charger isn't illegal on its face." Like that's a dastardly sentence to begin with. Like what are the legalities surrounding? Like they're talking about huffing the nitrous oxide in there,
Mhm.
which sounds like a great time, but like who's that worried? Like they think this is like drug paraphernalia.
Well, yeah, you can. What's that called? Doing whippets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
It's fine.
What was the movie where, was it Varsity Blues, where the girl does the whipped cream bikini? You remember that?
Sounds like a Varsity Blues.
I
thing.
remember it was freshman year of high school, and they were bringing us to the football game, road football game. This was, I think, the last time they did this, and they had TVs on the buses, and they were playing Varsity Blues, and the whipped cream bikini scene came on. They're like, we got to turn this off. I don't know if this can be on right now. We got like 14-year-olds on the bus. This is a little ridiculous, but yeah, people weren't pumped.
No.
I think on the body like that, it would be a spray. Into a mug, I think that's a honk. Quick honk of cream right in there.
Yeah, you can honk it into a mug.
Mm-hmm. Just a quick honk.
Again, Toots, it's been 10 minutes. Like, you're really going to make me look like an idiot like this?
It's gonna spoil if you don't spray this dick, all right?
Can you honk this cock with some cream real quick?
Can you please dispense that cream on this penis?
Quick honk, honk. Yeah, see, that would be very
dispense
gentlemanly.
is crazy.
That's wild. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the nomenclature.
I know. We landed on what it is.
Cream.
Yeah. 2K, what do you think it is? What's the verb? Splurge of whipped cream, says Mikey.
A splooge.
I don't know, man.
Uh-oh,
2K.
2K. Huh? I know he didn't believe that. I know.
He didn't have conviction in his voice.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's. Red Sox win 6-4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be people commenting tomorrow being like, man, the show really misses tea. Like, no tea, you get a lot
always
of
miss
whipped cream. I miss tea too. But like sometimes we gotta talk shit out. And
no, big time.
And I feel like we did that tonight.
With cream.
Mm-hmm.
There was my favorite stand-up routine was Nate Bargatze. Have you seen this? The iced coffee whipped cream bit that he did?
No.
It's so
Can't
funny.
say I caught that one.
Okay. Just it's
Jared,
funny.
do you know who Nate Bargatze is?
I think I do. He
probably watched it with Trent.
No, I know him from TikTok, I believe.
Okay.
If
you haven't seen that,
used.
Just look up iced coffee whipped cream. Yeah, I laugh every time, Jerry. I really do.
That leads me to believe I won't find it funny, but I will definitely
That's
check
ridiculous.
it out. What?
You could play it on the show.
You guys share
he might sue us.
I don't think he'd sue us for shouting out a piece of his special, but no, that's all good.
Well, when Jared immediately sewers it and says it was not funny, whether or not it's funny, that would be his
we played
reaction.
Bon Jovi like 8 times a show.
No.
Yeah, I don't know that he could sue for the riff. Like, it's not long enough, I don't think.
True. This probably needs to be a certain amount of seconds.
I guess.
I think it's 3.
Yeah. Whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
Quick honk at Jovi.
Yeah. You know what I do give a fuck about, though?
What's that?
What was that heavy sigh for?
What's up?
When I go to Stop and Shop, I can cross off everything that's on my list.
Tactical move! Incoming!
Stop and shop.
Oh, we roll.
Looking away. Stop and shop.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Looking away. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop, we look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop, we look ahead.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
What's better than having to stop and shop, getting it done for all of you?
Honestly, nothing. I saw Poppy was at the game again tonight.
Mm-hmm. He just loves Fenway, dude.
Yeah, he's been crushing some Fenway recently. I saw him there, Saturday? Pedro was there Friday. Poppy there again on Sunday. Yeah, all the legends came out this weekend. No Dan Peralta, though.
No, but DP is in town. He is in town and is going to be at Section 10 night. Very excited for that.
You know what that means.
What does that mean?
Whipped cream on the dick. The House of Blues.
Yep. Can't wait.
Yep. Is the whole family coming again?
What was that?
Well,
What the hell was that? I assume your family is coming to Section 10 night.
No.
Those
you
fucking idiots come.
You misunderstood. You misunderstood.
Okay.
You're
saying that I'm going to be with them the whole time? Is that the implication?
No. What I said was, is your family coming to Section 10 night?
Yes.
They
That's
are?
the answer. Yep, they'll be there. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
No
That's
Brian,
good.
because he's still on the other side of the country. But yeah.
What's he doing?
He's just living in LA. Yeah, doing his thing.
Brianing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just doing Brian stuff. He's in a big improv troupe over there, so he's climbing
making
the ranks.
big Brian moves.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Dan's got a big thing coming up, but I can't say it yet.
Wow.
I know what it is.
You do know what
whipped
it
cream
is.
on his dick.
Also, I still have your fucking birthday present here.
Right, you do. Yeah, I haven't been there since then.
No.
I mean, we got streams coming up. We got playoff streams coming up.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing it to Section 10 night.
No.
'cause you'll lose it
I
and
actually
it'll
wouldn't
piss me
want you
off.
to, because I have an ability to lose stuff at Fenway like nobody else. So I would
Yeah.
not want that.
Yeah, me neither. Okay.
Mhm.
The A's are coming to town. Enjoy
Yes.
your off day today. Yeah, I gotta do fucking Sports Hub tonight. I gotta move the hub because of Section 10 night, and I'll be at. Oh yeah, Coley. I don't know what's gonna go down with Just the Nuts. I can't do Just the Nuts this week.
What do you mean?
I'll be at Fenway Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I got the Views on Friday.
Why Tuesday?
I got a thing.
Wow. Think you know a guy.
I mean, I can come in late.
Just sounds like you're not a nut guy.
No. I am a nut guy. I'm committed to the nuts, but I do have an obligation. Honestly, put it this way.
Mhm.
I'll tell you after the show, but like it could be good for all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's coming to town.
The A's are coming to town. And boy, do we have a great series for you guys. It's TBD versus Jeffrey Springs. Peyton Tolley is like, so we keep like, I don't know for sure if it's going to be Tolley, but Peyton Tolley on Section 10 night would be something.
Oof. Mm-hmm.
That would be special versus TBD, Lucas Giolito versus JT Gin. Whatever, dude. Jeffrey Springs, 10-11, 4.28 ERA, 1.20 whip, and a 7.3 strikeouts per nine. His last outing was against the Red Sox. 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned, 2 bombs, 6 Ks. Be great if they could just do that again. Only 7 of the Red Sox 17 batted balls were hit hard, but all of them were hit, did damage. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 2 singles. In a shocking twist, the 2 hardest hit balls of the night were Ref Snyder and Romy. The A's are 13-17 when he pitches and 1-6 over his last 7. Connolly Early could be the guy in the opener. 2 strikeouts to get out of a bases loaded 1-out jam was awesome to see from him. 19 whiffs were tied for 5th most by any Red Sox pitcher this year. Crochet previously had the slots 1 through 7. He had a 30% whiff rate on 5 pitches and 6 whiffs on just 12 swings on the curveball. Early averaged 94.2 miles per hour with his fastball in his debut. There were some concerns about his ability to sustain velocity, but he was good. Last 3 4-seams were 94-1, 93-8, and 94-6. Game 2, Peyton Tolley, 0-1, a 7.84 ERA, a 165 whip, and a 10.5 strikeouts per nine. His road starts were the ones that were bad. The home starts are the good ones. So I guess we'll see what he looks like in his first home start since his debut.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. His fastball was back where it was at after where it was in his first start after the dip in Arizona. The Red Sox are 0-3 in his starts, which is unfortunate. Lucas Giolito. 10-4, 3.31 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, and a 7.5 strikeouts per nine. Giolito's games have looked a bit worse in person than they do on paper, thanks to 3 of his 6 runs allowed in his 2 September starts being unearned. His fastball has been an issue this month. 92.7 miles per hour is his lowest average velo in a month by 0.3. Hitters have a 350 average, 500 slug off of it this month. It also doesn't help that the Red Sox have scored just 2 runs of support for him in this month, 1 in each game. Of the 8 games the Red Sox have lost when he pitched, they have given him 1 run of support 5 times. The Red Sox are 16-3 behind Giolito if they score 2+ runs, so this should not be difficult. JT Ginn, 3-6, 4.69, 134 WHIP, and a 10.3 strikeouts per nine. Ginn has bounced between the rotation and the bullpen this year. He has a 4.82 ERA as a starter and a 4.11 ERA as a reliever. His slider has a 5.56 slug, very bad. The A's are 7-7 when he starts. So that's potentially Connolly Early versus Jeffrey Springs, Peyton Tolley versus TBD, and Lucas Giolito versus JT Ginn.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then, you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather Look Ahead is brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
Well, you in fact, you chew them with your mouth, man. You really do.
In fact, chew them with your mouth. The Red Sox host the Oaklamento A's, as Will Fleming would call them, at Fenway Park. And Section 10 night is this series. Game 1, Tuesday, 6:45 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Partly cloudy, 64 degrees, 3% chance of rain. You got 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards the monster. Game 2, Wednesday, Section 10 night at Fenway Park. This is something, by the way, that it's just the coolest thing ever that we get to do this. I'm so excited for Wednesday, and you should be too. 6:45 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, mostly cloudy, 65 degrees, 12% chance of rain, so massive monsoon coming through on Section 10 night. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards the monster. Uh-oh.
How bad is the damage going to be?
It doesn't look bad.
You're telling me that everything's going to be fine.
SPG of no rain on Section 10 night.
What?
Game 3, Thursday.
Hold on. Coley, are you okay with that?
I may not come based off of this information.
Game 3, man. Thursday, 1:35 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, partly cloudy. It is, Jared, 76 degrees.
By the way,
what a fuck up.
Will Fleming. The fact that
you already mentioned it. You don't got to call Will out twice.
Will, come on. This is not a Steve thing. Steve is not the 76 degrees guy. He's the relayer of great news, amazing news, fantastic news, life-altering news. But Steve's not the 76 degrees guy. All right? Let's get one thing fucking straight around here. Well, 2 things straight around here, because I haven't heard the clip, but was there another F-bomb by Will on the broadcast over the weekend?
We'll get there.
Probably.
15% chance of rain, 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing towards the monster. Pretty comfy weather series overall at Fenway Park this week, as the Red Sox have, make sure my math is right, only 2 series at Fenway left in the regular season, which is crazy. That is your Weather Look Ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
I really hope that Will Fleming finds God. Because I don't think, let's see. Where are we at?
Oh, the is great.
I gotta find it.
It's on the 10.
It is?
Yeah. It's not that far down.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I think he's strayed far from God in this series.
Yeah.
Oh, these are some cool pictures of some Section 10 jerseys and whatnot.
Mhm.
Oh, that was another one. Yeah, shout out to the guys that did the 1 and the 0 on the big board. That was cool too.
Very cool. Corey, shut up.
Yeah, shut them out. All right, here's the clip. And again, a warning: if you're driving, I'd pull over or
Yeah.
change your station.
Yeah.
Red Sox need something funky to happen.
The uh-oh is perfect.
Is that Monaco?
I think that's Middlebrook saying uh-oh.
Oh, Middlebrooks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was Holly,
Mhm.
who recorded that. She lives in Australia, and she I don't think she's a witch, but she performs these witch-like rituals to help the Red Sox, which I appreciate. Like anytime that
time.
she's kind of like lit some candles or some incense or done whatever it is that she does, it's mostly, if not entirely, effective. So shout her out. Prediction time. Let's start with Coley Mick.
It can't be a good sign that Section 10 night's happening and the 76-degree night aren't the same night. That's bad. It also sounds like Early's probably going to pitch in this series, and they literally just saw him a week ago. Everyone saw everyone a week ago. But I can't stop shaking the fact that they went 2 out of 3 last go rounds. You know, we're a 500 bunch at our heart, so I'm going to go 1 and 2.
Jesus Christ, dude. Did you also go 1 and 2 against the Yankees in this series?
No, I had a clean sweep.
Who went 1 and 2? Someone went 1 and 2. No,
I think Steve didn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went 1 and 2. I don't
Are you
remember,
fucking
honestly.
proud of yourself? You proud of yourself?
No, because I'm not 100% that's what I did. I don't know.
Someone did, for sure.
Wasn't me.
I think I went 2 and 1, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you did because I said I agreed with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
No,
went
what
1 and
about-
2. They didn't go 2 and 1.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
No.
What do you have?
Yeah, I don't have like a bunch of stats. I mean, it's 2 in the morning. Nick Kurtz is good.
It is 2 in the morning. Yeah.
A's have the 4th most hits in baseball. When the Sox score early, they normally win, so do that. Red Sox winning 2 out of 3, and please win on Section 10 night. Let's stay undefeated on Section 10 night. That was a fun night last year. Obviously, the Section 10 stuff, but the game was a ton of fun too. So
Well, they scored more than 10 runs.
yeah, I kind of wanted to stay at 10, but
Yeah, me too. Yeah. That one
because that's the number in the name of the show.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, give me 2 out of 3, man, and just win on Wednesday, please.
Yeah, that'd be so stupid if they were like, "Oh, we're 500 on Section 10 night." No,
It would be very this team the last 4 years, but yeah, I agree.
I agree. Yeah, but like,
No, that's
would
facts.
love to just, I would love to just win, right?
Yeah, it's a type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, just get that dub type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna go. I'm gonna go sweep. They get the job done this time because they should have swept the last one too. If you want to go to this series, I'll be there for all 3. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. Steve, are you going to any of these games besides Wednesday?
I believe it's just Wednesday. I believe it's just Section 10 night. Yeah.
You're not doing any smooching this series?
I don't believe so. No, not to my knowledge. I mean, then again, Thursday's afternoon. I think I have Thursday off. Yeah, I might actually go Thursday. Why not?
Yeah, let's go Thursday.
Where are you going to be? At Fenway.
Where I always am.
Okay. Yeah, I should go Thursday. Is there a reason why I wouldn't go Thursday? I'll bring POTY. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now you're talking my language here.
Mm-hmm. You're probably more
I've
excited
never
about that
done a
than
game.
me being there.
I've never done a game with POTY.
It's a fun time. POTY is just a great person. Fun time.
He's a
at all
delight.
times.
He's a
Delight's
delight.
the right word. That is the right
Yeah.
word. I know we struggle with the whipped cream one. Delight
Yeah.
is exactly what Dan Peralta is.
Yeah, he's a delight. He's a treat. It's like all right, like going to the Red Sox game is cool, but what if you get to go with Dan Peralta? Oh, that's a treat.
That's a treat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a delight.
And a treat.
Yeah, and a treat. Yeah. Yeah, the fees are included on the Game Time app, so you can know your total up front with no surprise fees at checkout. Save even more when you choose a section. You like Game Time, choose the seats. Snag new ticket deals before anyone finds out by following your favorite teams in the Game Time app to receive alerts. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy your tickets. The lowest price guarantee, your Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Your purchase is also covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry today. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code SECTION10, SECTION10 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code SECTION10 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. You're running out of chances to see the Sox at Fenway. Is that it? It's the A's, and then is Detroit the only other series?
Yep. A's in Detroit. That was the last home series. Goes A's, Rays, Jays, Tigers.
Wow.
Sunday night. Why the hell am I missing something? Why is it Sunday night for the friggin' Rays? That's so dumb.
Wait, we have Sunday Night Baseball again?
I think so. Unless I read that wrong. I think for the Rays series, it's at 7 next Sunday. The hell is that?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Let me look.
Yeah, look that up.
Oh my god. MLB.com.
Beep, 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 ba.
Red Sox at Rays. 7:35. But it's not even Sunday Night Baseball. It's on Nesson. What is that?
I don't think that can't be real.
Okay, so we're just saying that's not happening.
Is it? Because you can't go up against Sunday Night Baseball. That's the whole.
Well, I'm
that's the
sure
whole
they
point.
have multiple games scheduled for that time because they flex them at this point of the year, like tonight's game, for example.
But the MLB.com, they have Seattle and Houston on Sunday Night Baseball at 7:10, and then Red Sox at Rays at 7:35. What is that?
Do they?
Because like the Buccaneers are playing, they're right next to the
That's
Bucks.
my guess. Is it like a 1 p.m. Bucks game?
That'd be so dumb.
Yeah, I thought
It's
for sure.
Coley.
You could.
It's a 1 p.m. Bucks game.
I thought you weren't allowed. Like ESPN owns like the airspace. Like you can't have a game.
But it's in the
while
fine
Sunday Night
print.
Baseball's on.
Not if the Buccaneers are playing.
Oh, if the Bucks are playing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you think the NFL gives a fuck about the MLB, it's specifically ESPN's air rights for baseball. They don't.
That I don't like that for us. I don't like that.
What, playing Sunday Night Baseball again?
I'm just saying for like, you know.
Let's just record while the game's on. We'll start at 8.
Yeah.
And
I'm not opposed
like
to that.
we'll go until the game's over. There's no chance we'll be done before the game's done.
Mhm.
Famous last words as they play like in a 24 inning game.
Mm. I thought for sure we were going to be like way below 3 hours tonight. Thought for sure.
I would have bet everything, honestly. It had all the
Yeah.
ingredients of like a $1.50, 2 hours, something like that. That's
I
going
think
to
if I
feel
lost
so weird.
tonight-
That's going to feel like a spring training game. I'm just realizing that because obviously it's at a spring training park and Nesson has it at 7:35 on a Sunday night. That is so weird next week. I hate that. But whatever.
How would you describe that situation?
Nope. Bizarre.
You got anything else?
Nope.
Not a word.
Not at this hour. No.
No.
I'm not saying that at 2:09 in the morning.
I mean, this would be the time.
I guess it
Yeah.
would actually. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
All right.
I mean, T said it so easily last week. It was crazy.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah,
just, it makes you wonder like how freely he's saying it amongst his
Mhm.
friends and family.
How much does Martha hear that? Yep.
Oh my God. That poor woman.
It did come out real easy.
Oh, yeah. And hard. Like he like strained himself as he said it. Like that's how hard he pushed it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Coley, final thoughts?
No.
Steven, final thoughts?
Yeah, just excited for Section 10 night. Really excited to see a lot of folks. We've gotten a lot of DMs, people coming in from all over the country. That's so cool, and that is not lost on us. That is it's a really special thing that we get to have that night. And yeah, like we always say, section10merch.com. New merch is out. The new drop on the 10th was 5 days ago, and that stuff's awesome. Some folks at the ballpark saying they already got the Roman Empire shirt. They already got the dad hat. They already got the Tolly shirt. They got everything. Fenway Airlines. Check it out. Really good stuff. And Sully's has been crushing it with that merch.
Yes. Also, in addition to that, to kind of combine the two things, House of Blues, 3:02 p.m. before Section 10 night. And there will be a merch table there. I don't think we're going to have the second drop in time, but we will have items from the first drop at the House of Blues for Section 10 night. Okay. All right. Everyone enjoy your off day. I'm excited. Dallas is in town. We're going to get dinner tonight. It's going to be fun. Going to get to do the baseball hour with Tony and then skedaddle to dinner with Dallas. The family's coming, training the girls. I think my parents, maybe my sister. We're going to seat them away from Dallas, though, because he's a pervert. So, yeah, but it's going to be fun. You guys can come. You're invited. You're invited. I invited Jake, 2K, Mikey, Corey, whoever wants to come. You're invited. I can't. I have to love my dad or something, right? What are you going to say?
What?
What are you going to say? Why can't you come, Steve?
No, he's going to say that.
No, it wasn't about. I was just about to say, like, this is a huge 2-week stretch coming up here. Like, after Section 10 night, and we get over that wave of how awesome that is, the elimination number stuff starts popping up every night. I don't know. It happens quickly.
Yeah.
I have to love my dad.
Yeah. That's exactly what you were going to say if I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, you nailed it. I don't have to say it because that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Everyone knew it.
Yeah, everyone knew that was coming. Predictable Peralt, they call him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. All right. We'll be back on Friday morning. Yeah, Thursday night, Friday morning for you guys to break down the A's series. Some funny hijinks maybe that happen at SEC. By the way, if T is saying he's sick.
Yeah, actually, I'm just putting the two together. Yeah, is he going to be all messed up for...
Is he going to be sick for Section 10 night?
Depends
Bare
on the
minimum,
grilled
he's
cheese
spreading it.
between now and then.
Yeah, he might have gotten flipped from some grilled cheese. I don't know how long does that take? Like, it's like, Roman Anthony oblique 4 to 6. It's like, how long does getting flipped from grilled cheese put you on the shelf
it needs to be specified. Grilled cheese apps. Like, these are little pickable off a plate grilled cheeses that poisoned him, in his words.
Yeah.
Bags, I'm sure you've already cooked it up, but a graphic that just says T out parentheses grilled cheese
apps.
And yeah, it's the picture he had in the bathrobe with his titties out.
15-day IL parentheses grilled cheese.
He was out for 2 weeks because of grilled cheese.
It's the Dustin May of this show.
Coley, I just with earlier in the show, I just got to do a late. I disagree with you. I don't think anyone guessed it. I don't think anyone listening was like, it's got to be grilled cheese.
No. I'm telling you right now, no one. And I gave them 30 seconds. That clock was 60. They had double the time, and I guarantee you, nobody got grilled cheese.
Someone out there got to cheese, and they were like, could have been grilled. Like, people definitely were guessing like food-related things.
Someone out there, here's what happened. If someone got grilled cheese, it's because they put the show on YouTube or whatever, or they were listening to it while they were sitting at their kitchen table, and there was a grilled cheese in front of them, and they were just like, "Can't be grilled cheese, can it?" It was. If they said it, it was in a very like I doubt it kind of way.
I gotta think it's not this, but I'll put this in as my guess.
I'm thinking it because I'm looking at it, but there's no way it's this.
It's like in Jeopardy, like you grilled cheese, whatever. Is it up there?
Classic Jeopardy.
Yeah, I was gonna say isn't that Family Feud? That's Family Feud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Trebek is grilled cheese up there.
Yeah.
Hey, Trebek.
He'd swing on
Get me grilled cheese, all right?
Trebek would be so mad if someone treated his program like that.
Give me grilled cheese for 500, please.
Let me tell you something, fucko. Listen, you want to do
Jared
that
Kravis.
daytime shit? Take it over to NBC. We don't do that over here.
Grilled cheese apps.
God bless T, man. God bless him. I mean, I hope he's not flipped for Section 10 night. I feel like it always happens.
Hey.
He saved up all his sick days so that he could go to the All-Star game in Dallas last year, and then just got sick the entire trip. So would be very T to get flipped for Section 10 night. I hope that's not the case. Hope that's not the case.
I mean, when he was sick in Texas, he was sick the whole
All-Star
sick. Week. Yeah.
He was sick.
And that's because he jumped in the pool the wrong way.
That's literally what happened. He jumped in the pool the wrong way and he never recovered.
He was cooked for the whole week.
The whole trip got flipped.
And he tried to take like his whole wardrobe through secure. I think it got flipped before he even got on the plane. What do you mean I can't bring this 2-gallon Pepsi? What are you talking about? Since when? Since when can I not bring this drum of cola through security?
Jumped in the pool the wrong way, so his week was over.
The whole week was compromised.
The whole week, every day after that was just a waste because of that incorrect jump into a pool. Dude had a couple too many grilled cheeses and he's just gone.
Out.
We lost him.
Done.
Yep. Oh, we lost T. Yep, grilled cheese.
Unavailable.
I can't go tonight, Skip.
Skip, I don't got it. I do not have it.
Unavailable with the big letters and then parentheses grilled cheese.
Do not put me in the game, Skip. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I probably don't even have to tell you, but yeah, it was the grilled cheese apps.
Skip, you saw how many I had back then.
Yeah. Again, I don't need to say the obvious, but it was the grilled cheese.
It was the grilled cheese, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The little ones, the little squares. Yeah, it's so many.
Yeah. The triangles and Puff cut the cross for me, and that was the end of it, man.
That was it. Like 30 of them.
I didn't do the math. That was like 6 full grilled cheeses. It's right to the dome.
The thing with grilled cheese is like I never hear anything like negative, but like grilled cheeses are awesome. Like that,
so
like
good.
You have it's like, why don't I have this more often? You put a tomato in there, you're like, this is so great. I've never heard anyone being like, I was cooked after that grilled cheese.
Completely just threw my night off the rails. The best part is, Tyler sent again. The text is, "Boys, I'm flipped tonight. Been sick as a dog all day. No voice. Keep me in your prayers. Pretty sure I poisoned myself with too many grilled cheese apps." And then no one said anything for 2 hours. And then Coley goes, what time we going? And it's just no one even like hearted it, thumbs down, nothing, no acknowledgement.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's
Just
it's an absurd text to get no reaction from anybody.
yeah. What are the odds? What are the odds that anyone gets taken out by a grilled cheese, let alone you've got probably like 8 other dudes in that group text that had the opportunity to react and just chose not to.
You're right. Even doing the little like double tap and adding a thumbs
Nothing.
up or like a slice of cheese. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, I think it's 2:20 in the morning. I would say he's probably been asleep for at least 3 hours, 4 hours. Like
I
he's
think
well
he's-
into his slumber.
Yeah.
He's gonna be super constipated too from all that cheese.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he's just backed up. Is
Gotta
that
be.
possible?
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kid cuts loose for one night. No D's on grilled cheeses.
it's crazy.
I want to interview. That's who I want to interview. Now, fuck Ben Affleck. I want the servers at this wedding. Like, how many did he take down? Who was walking around with that tray?
Yeah, how many trays? Like, how many squares or triangles were there?
He knows you by name, doesn't he? He'd be like, "Hey, Gladys with the grilled cheese, come on back."
You know where to come. Don't walk over there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Cheese
All
boy
right.
T.
Shout out T, man. Yeah, everyone else gets a shout out.
Yep.
T's got to get one too.
GCT. There we go.
Yeah, shout out T.
I
hope-
do what he loves.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hope he
Hammering cheese apps.
by the next time we fire up to 10, I truly hope he's recovered from his grilled cheese.
He's among
illness.
us.
Yeah. I hope he
Well, that's
rides
gonna be.
this
I
one out.
mean, hey, we know Section 10 night. There's a lot of talking, a lot of words on Section 10 night. So even if he is back to like 80%, that might cook him the rest
go
of
right
the
back
week.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of yapping.
At least he doesn't have to drown 20 times this year. At
Yeah.
Section
Yeah.
10.
We should
Yeah,
have
that
him
would've
prep
been
some
bad.
grilled cheese apps for House of Blues. He just walks and he's finally back again. He's like, no, I couldn't.
Poor
Just throws
bastard.
up immediately.
Yeah.
How does Martha do it? That's what I want to know. Like,
I've thought that from the jump. Yep.
yeah. Like, she's just down to ride no matter what. It's like, yeah, my boyfriend, my future husband. I mean, like, if you're dating for this long, they've been dating since I met him, name redacted era.
Yeah.
So, like, if you've been together that long, then it's like, all right, we're gonna get married. We just got to figure out how to get there. Like, you've made a lifelong commitment to this man, and the thought has got to cross your mind, like, the man I have chosen to spend the rest of my life with is supposed to be like the protector of me and my family, taken down by too many grilled cheeses, like, has got to
Self-sabotage.
give you some pause. Some. I'm not like I hope they live happily ever after. God bless them. But like,
I just gotta say, with T,
Mhm.
the biggest thing I've learned is that I think this is all just the tip of the iceberg. Because he will bring things up like years after that are like, how the hell have you not mentioned this yet? So Martha knows stuff that we
like
are
his
fully
whole
unaware
like
of.
his house burning down when he was a kid, and like his sister
Yeah, and
like
his
setting
sister
the
trying
fire.
to kill him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
He just
all
dropped
of
that
it's-
randomly, unprompted.
it was at the end of the show. He's like, yeah, she tried to kill me. And I'm like, you wouldn't think
Not
that you
only-
would talk about that?
It was like his 10th fire-related incident on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's- yeah. He's got a thing for fire. He loves it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's pirate. It clearly
Big time.
runs in the family.
it is cause
Clearly.
for concern.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
all right, that'll do it. All right, see you guys on Friday morning. We'll see you at Section 10 night.
Hell yeah.
House of Blues, 3:02 p.m. Section10merch.com, redsox.com/section10. We'll see you guys there. Love you. Bye. Wait.
No.
Ba-doop, doop, doop.
Buenas noches, amigos.